in a jar here, and this is my co-host,
Johnny DeathHawk or Miguel or whatever.
How is it going, everybody? We got some people in the house. We got Panda Angel. Good morning.
What's up, Panda? I miss you too. I read you. Actually, I was the one that said hi and the rain in the jar thing.
He did. I was running around.
She was pooping.
No, I wasn't. Oh my gosh. I was running around.
To all the men out there, ladies poo too.
They do.
They do poo.
They do poo.
And we love them anyways.
We do mad poos.
We continue to love them.
Oh my goodness. Panda, we miss you. So good to see you. Thank you so much for being in here. What is your morning beverage?
Time roller whoops.
Some tea this morning. We both have. Oh, you're not on iced coffee anymore.
I'm not on the iced coffee.
I'm on iced coffee still.
I'm on the smack.
He's on the sweet tea business.
On the sweet tea.
Yes, we miss you. Nipper Cat, hello. How's it going, Nipper Cat? Hi, y'all. I like your new streaming soon sign. I can only stay on for a short time. We're heading out to visit a friend and then a political rally.
I like our streaming to sign now, too, because I made it like I do everything. The only thing I don't like is a countdown clock.
Oh, we've been meaning to fix it. Nipper Cat.
So it looks like a countdown clock from 1997.
I'm so excited that you're going to a political rally. That is really cool. We haven't done any political rallying since.
We live in Seattle.
Since the pandemic.
We live in Seattle. All the white people here have apparently solved racism and taken care of everything. Yeah.
He definitely jests.
I definitely jest.
Time roller, so what ups? Whoops. No, it's good though. It's like a good reminder. Like we should look into something because it's been a while.
Well, I have stuff at work. I have political action stuff over at work.
Yeah, for sure. And we were doing it for a while during the early pandemic with all of the protests that were going on. And but you know, it calmed down until we calmed down.
Well, I face it every day at work. So
Of course you do. Phantom Meeple, howdy Casey and Miguel. Hello, Phantom Meeple. How's it going?
What
so
up,
good to
Joe?
see you. Build, yeah.
DJ Lojo coming in with a critique. The music is a little too high compared to your voices.
Thanks, DJ Lojo.
In my opinion, voices up or music down just a touch.
Okay,
Thanks for the feedback, DJ Lojo.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Our mic is a little further away too, because this boy's a chonker. So this boy, camera had to go up high, so mic had to go up high. So let us know if that's a little bit better. Yeah. Hopefully that sounds.
DJ Lojo, is that you just love us regardless of our
here, listen to this. No. Listen to this. So, the way you can tell a millennial from a Gen Z, I saw this on TikTok, so this is not original content, is the way they do their hearts. So, I am 32 years old. I'm going to be 33 in June, which is very weird to say. And I am a millennial, right? I'm like I feel like I'm the heart of the millennial, you know?
Is that how they do hearts?
So when I naturally go to gesture heart, I do this, right? Okay, that's what I do, right?
Feels a little performative, but okay.
But now the new thing, you know what the cool kids do? The Gen Zers.
I was only cool in the 90s.
They do this. I can't do it. It's not natural. It's not. I'm not one of them. I'm too old.
We just did this number.
My fingers don't do it. Here, babe, make a heart with me.
No, just do that.
No, make a heart with me.
Okay.
You did it wrong. You're doing it like a millennial.
I don't do...
Oh my goodness. Okay, so anyways, that's one of the ways you can tell the difference is with the heart. And I was doing the heart because of DJ Lojo, and it just reminded me of that.
My heart is black with regret.
Black with regret. Oh my gosh. Okay, Panda Angel says, I need to get me some black tea. Ooh, that sounds delicious.
Panda Angel, don't feel old. We do cool shit.
I believe that what he was trying to say is, Panda, don't feel old.
We don't do this. We don't walk around going like...
I know there's also, you know, the anime... You're shaking the camera.
Oh, sorry. I was bringing it.
Oh my gosh. I know also, you know, like the Korean anime heart you have, you know?
What?
Do you see the heart?
No. I see two fingers pressed together in
it's
a
desperate
attempt to make something look like something.
It's a heart.
It's a heart. I
got
it.
Nipper Cat, is this Ur based on ancient Ur? It is. It's 24th to 28th century BCE. Ur. And we're building Ur.
Not me.
Ur.
Not Hermione. Ur. Nailed it.
That was good. So we're building up ancient Ur in this game. And this is Carolee, so Nipper Cat. And anybody in chat who doesn't know this is like one of the big T games, right? You have like Sulkin, you have Tenhu, you have Tawantinsuyu, Teotihuacan. Teotihuacan, though, is one, but it's like not Egypt, right? Teotihuacan is like Aztec. I've never played it, but I'm pretty sure. It's a T game, but it's like I don't count Trismegistus in this category. Because Trismegistus, while it's a complex T game, it's about magicians and alchemy.
We can all be T's.
And there's some common designers in here. Daniel Tassini, David Spada, who are the two designers of this one. David Terzi was part of it, the crew into Kenhu. I think he also did some solo versions for games. So we are doing their latest TABANNUSI. And
the most easiest to pronounce of all of them.
TABANNUSI, yes. And this
There's
is
no commas
we are
between a T
building
and a
up
Z.
ancient Ur right now and trying to move up mastery tracks. And the thing I really like about also let me give a quick little shout out to Game, and I'll catch up with chat right now. The thing I really like about TABANNUSI is the scratching of backs.
There's a lot of back scratching.
It's a lot of back scratching. It's like you have to play nice. You have to, and there's a 2-player board.
There is.
I love a 2-player specific.
Double-sided board. This is the 1 to 2 player, and then the flip side is 3 to 4.
Yeah, so there's a solo mode, and then the 2-player works really well.
I see when I did this, y'all didn't know what I was doing.
We'll show it
I
off
was
in a
not
second.
alluding to nothing.
But yes, Nipper Cat, it is Ur-based. Also, the Kit Kats has the kitty, has the zoom zooms, and he's opening up our curtains.
Yeah,
so.
we might be a little blown out.
Yeah, that's the light there. Okay. DJ Lojo says oh, yes, I saw that. I'm catching up. The music. I do hope everything sounds better, though. Quaid Rain,
in the house. What up?
What's up, Quaid Rain? Time Roller says they like TABANNUSI. I really liked it. I had a little bit of difficulty learning it.
With what?
TABANNUSI.
Oh, this game.
This was one of those where we played it, and then we realized halfway
I'm gonna
through.
take care of that.
You're gonna do it?
Yeah.
It's bugging him. We were playing it, and we got through halfway through the game, and we realized we were playing it wrong. And I'm excited to say I did not do the rules teach on TABANNUSI. I was like doing meal prep. This was last weekend. I was doing meal prep, and Miguel was doing the rules teach. And so I was happy because I always mess up one rule, and I'm like, oh, got you. You got one too. See, we humans, we make mistakes. But yeah, so we got like halfway through the game, realized we were playing a rule wrong, and it was catastrophic. It was one of those like,
Wait,
no.
for TABANNUSI?
Yes.
It wasn't catastrophic.
We couldn't repair it. We had to start over.
Okay. We couldn't, right.
That's what I mean. It wasn't like, oh, well, let me just, retcon a few things and see if we can. I'm like, no, we are like way too far up the mastery track. We've built too much stuff. We made this game way too easy. Blah, blah, blah.
Way too,
And so we had to start over.
I don't think way too easy.
And then we played the whole game over. Yes, it did.
Did it?
We were giving
Going
ourselves.
up the mastery track?
We were.
We were giving ourselves 3 times the stuff.
Yeah, exactly. But when we played it the second time through immediately, because we just powered through and played it again, I loved it. I was like, oh, now it feels right. Yeah. Now it makes sense to me. Yeah. Yeah. Now it feels unique.
I still doesn't make sense to me.
He did really good. I only won by like 5 points.
Like 2 points.
No, it was like 4 or 5 points.
Okay.
He was beating me, but I got my end goal objective. It's going to be an interesting game. I'm excited to see.
It is. I'm going to need some refreshers on maybe a couple of things, but for the most part, it's a
I got this. Yeah, I'll definitely do a rules teach. Yeah. Nipper Cat says, Casey, you got a heart out of him. Be grateful. That is hilarious when I did the little heart.
Is it funny? Oh, this?
And you did and I was like, not that kind of heart.
Oh.
That's hilarious. And Panda, don't feel old. I feel old. Even though I'm not. I know I'm not. It's just insane being in your 30s. DJ Lo just says, my heart is a little bit smaller after that discussion. Oh my goodness.
So, what's everybody been playing this week? We have played Tabannusi. You've played a couple of things.
We played a lot of Mario Kart.
We
played all the new maps. My least favorite is the one where you're on the road with the other cars. I hate those ones. I hate them.
Oh, that's a great map. It's better than Tokyo, than the original N64 road map.
I don't need other cars in my way. It's
but that one's really fun because of the track train's up. It's up and down. Because the other one was always really flat.
Yeah.
It was originally in 64.
Yeah. I'm still not a big fan of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what we were playing. And no problem, Carolee, for the game's explanation. Yes, DJ Lojo, I learned a lot about Teotihuacan and anthropology a long time ago. And I haven't played it yet. I'm very excited to. I had a date to play it with John from Book of Nerds, but things just got too crazy at Dice Town. I think it's hard to sit down to play a heavy game.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to connect with him because I don't know why. I just really want to play it with him.
Yeah.
Because I know he's a big fan. It's his favorite tea game.
Yokohama, we have had it on our shelf for a year, no more than that.
Okay, so Yokohama is probably one of our biggest shame games. So we have a few shame games.
It's a beautiful box that sits on our shelf.
We have a few shame games that have. We have a few shame games that have been on our shelf for over a year.
They're not shame.
And it's really weird because we play our games.
Defensive Pro Saiyan 3. That's shame.
No, that has only been on our shelf for a few months.
Right.
Since December.
It should have gotten played the second it got into our house. It's shameful.
It's because it's a 4-player game.
It's a 2-player or 4-player game.
If you're 2-player, in Defensive Pro Scion, this is a Divi Terzi game, and I'm very excited to play it. You are aliens against humans. Battlestar Galactica. No, I mean Battleship Troopers without the propaganda.
Yeah, Battleship Troopers. That's the name of the movie. Battleship Troopers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Battleship Troopers.
What am I saying? Starship Troopers. Oh my gosh. You're such a shit for that. It's because I said Battlestar.
Battleship Troopers.
Always happens. Starship Troopers. Without the propaganda. God dog it, I didn't nail that joke. Okay, anyways. So in Defensive
Starring Johnny Rico as Casper
Brandbeard! What's going on, Brandbeard?
What up,
I'm
Brandbeard?
just over here embarrassing myself with my lack
We're talking about the classic film Battleship Troopers.
Starship Troopers. Anyways, Defensive Pro Sound, it's a 4-player game because one person is operating the ground force while the other person is operating the air force or the space force.
Yeah.
And you two are cooperating together, and the space can drop things to the ground, and the ground can send things up like ballistics upwards, and it's a very cool interaction. So I would love.
Who told you that she loved it at 4 players and wasn't sure about it at 2 players?
Monique and Naveen.
Okay.
Yeah. So now I really want to play it, but I really want to play it at 4. She said you lose the connection because then you're just playing with yourself between the 2 forces.
But I think that's really cool because you are playing with you're playing with 2 completely different set of rules. Each player is playing with. There are 4 completely different set of rules, and it's like David Terzi's dream asynchrony.
I'm excited for it. Also, Brandbeard says, is that different than Starship Galactica? Yeah, I think it took me like 3 tries to get Starship Troopers. I was like, Battlestar Galactica. No, I mean Battleship Troopers. That one. Yeah. And then he was like, what?
It was, what was it? Starballs, starring Mel Gibson. She did that on screen.
Spaceballs.
Starballs.
Oh my God. David, what's going on?
What up, David?
How's it
How
going,
you doing, Electric
David?
Camel?
How's it going to collect a camel. Let me give you a shout out. I'm just over here embarrassing about myself as usual.
Jalapeno Grigios in the house.
Oh my goodness. Hi, everybody. Yeah, so we are playing TABANNUSI, Builders of today from Board and Dice. And this is a really, really fun I scratch your back, you scratch my back game. Because you have to work with each other. It's very cool.
Yeah.
April Marie, what's going on?
What up, April? Legends is in the house. What's up?
Oh, hello, Legends. Also, what have people been up to? What have people been playing?
So the past couple of weeks after Dice Tower has been a little bit of a taking a break.
Yeah, we took some time off. We took a little bit of a break. We did play Oreos, the Button Shy 2-player game. That was a really fun one.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that one was really good.
I can't wait to do a Button Shy stream where we play a bunch of different games.
Yeah, we should be doing that soon. Ooh, we bought a few games. DeathHawk, do you want to show? Here, I'll grab them.
We don't have to show. We can just say.
I'm so excited.
So we bought Concordia finally.
Don't say it yet.
Oh.
You
Okay.
spoiled it.
So,
oh my goodness. Okay, so we went a little bit nuts at the game store.
Yeah.
We went.
So yesterday, Beth Sobel was at Blue Highway Games. Yeah. And so we went to go say hi, and we I don't think we had planned on buying games, but we bought games. Then we went to Mott's boarding house and bought more games.
Well, because you were like, let's go to Mott's.
I just wanted to go to Mott's and see like Blue Highway still had the second edition, third edition. Oh man, I'm really shaking this camera. This camera is shaking hardcore.
I know. I'm sorry.
Sorry, guys. We don't mean to make you bomb. But anyways, War Room, the Kickstarter new edition, was still at Blue Highway, and Casey still refused to let me get it.
It's $200, and it's like a game. It's like Twilight Imperium, but in real, it's more like real life.
Who said Twilight Imperium?
Because you need like 8 people to play.
You don't need. It's from 2 to 8 players.
Because you're playing all these different, like, I don't like games set in real life. Also, Legend said that they played Curious Cargo yesterday. You know I love Curious Cargo. I remember you telling me.
James Abrazio played cribbage with Beth's new card deck, River and Stone.
Oh, I love it.
That's exactly what she got signed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. David said their last physical game was Merchants of the Dark Road, which I saw you and Sam from Lord of the Board, that you guys were saying you weren't the biggest. I'd love to hear your thoughts. You liked it, but there were parts you didn't like. I can't remember if it was more positive or more negative. You definitely had your criticisms.
Interesting.
Okay, so let's talk about it. Concordia.
Classic.
Slackfish. So, I always saw Concordia, and I'm not gonna lie, Miguel always wanted this one. And I was like, it's a lot of money, and it looks pretty lame.
It's a lot of money, as we have Cloud Spire and too many bones.
He always criticizes me for this. I still question the price of board games.
And a used copy of Food Chain Magnet we bought for $150.
It wasn't that much. It was 110.
Same difference.
I got it on eBay. It was a lot of money. But anyways, my point is that yes, I do spend money on board games, but I will always be that person that's like, wow, this game is $70. What makes this a $70 game versus a $40 game, which you typically see of classics, right? Like 40 or 50. I mean, I thought Ticket to Ride was overpriced.
Board games are all overpriced.
Well, they're not overpriced because it's very critical that we pay the workers in the industry, and it's really small and how much their profit of earning is. Like, when you look at it from the publisher side, I will say I completely comprehend why they charge what they charge and how they still only make money off of some of their bigger games like the Azules and things like that.
And
you know what I mean?
Merv. Just kidding.
I love Merv. Get out of here. So my point is, so I get it, and I'm willing to pay it, but I also am a consumer that has to watch their bank account. So I'm like, I'm always weighing those balances, and I think it's an interesting thing.
Weighing the balance?
Balancing those decisions.
Balancing the scales.
It's not what I was trying to say. Yeah.
I was just curious.
I didn't know I had somebody correct me my speech the whole time. But
I'm
so
not.
Concordia, when we played it with Slackfish, though, I fell in love with it. But it's actually one that's not in all the time, that kind of stuff. So we found it, we picked it up, and the new Solitaire expansion came out, which threw me over the edge, and I ordered that too.
Oh, we got you pulled it out. Yeah, so we got Concordia, but then immediately we got home, and I had seen the new release of the Concordia 1 to 2 player solo expansion, or one solo.
He saw it at Mox's.
I picked it up and I had it in my
didn't even
hand.
Tell me.
I picked it up and had it in my hand.
There was a lot of people at Mox's, so I had a little bit of anxiety.
I picked it up and had it in my hand. I was walking around with it, and then I put it back because I was like, I don't have Concordia. Oh no, I had seen Concordia and I was going to pick it up, but I was like, oh, this is just 1 or 2 players, but you're playing against the and I was like, I don't need this bullshit.
But I
thought it was like
want
gonna be
that
like this
because
really...
I play solo games.
So
and
we
I
got
was very
home. I
excited.
told her it was there, and she insisted that it's not out yet. I was like, well, there's like 5
No,
copies at Mox's,
I
and then she for 20 minutes said you have to drive the half hour back to go get it.
I didn't insist that it was not. I knew it was out, but I didn't see it at Mox's, and I was like, "Why wouldn't you tell me if you saw it there?" And you were like, "Oh, I didn't think it mattered."
I didn't know you had
or
wanted
like,
it.
yeah, that I wanted it. So I was like, "Oh, well, we should go back and go grab it." But we ended up ordering it, so we didn't have to go back. But
plus salsa and Venus.
Yeah, we got some.
We got all the expansions.
I'm catching up with chat. Let's see. Okay, so that feeling when you forget to turn streaming off and you totally have to blow your nose. Oh, did you forget to end your live? I feel like I'm pretty religious. Streamers out there, is that like, that's like one of my biggest fears is forgetting to end my live, like when I actually am done with my raid. But I feel like I'm so religious about it. Mm-hmm. It hasn't happened yet. Okay. So knock on wood. I guess I won't be publishing that video. David, that's the worst. Oh no, I wish you could edit it. You should just put a little comment, stop watching at this time. Because, that wouldn't work. Because then everybody would watch to that time. Yeah. The Jalapeno Grigio. My spouse and I are on the last game of Clank Legacy. Oh, so I'm hoping we'll finish that tonight. That's really cool, Jalapeno Grigio. Clank is an older game that I mean, it's not older. Like, I don't know what year Clank came out.
It's like 2016, 2017.
But it came out, and it passed me because that was like probably when we started gaming in 2016. And it's one I've always wanted to go back to. Clank. Yeah. I really want to try it. Yeah. That's when I really want to play. And I hear great things about the Legacy game. DJ Loder says, I can tell you're old because of the way you do hearts and how you own Concordia.
If anybody out there...
Concordia's really good, DJ Lojo.
If anybody out there has played the Tales from the Loop board game, please tell me if you like it or enjoyed it. It is cooperative, but I'm a huge fan of Tales from the Loop, the show. It's just really great sci-fi.
Joe says Concordia is a great game, but they don't play it much, which I totally get. I'm hoping with the Solitaire that'll also help me play because I think there's like a whole campaign. We also got this Shinkansen Zero Kai, so if you guys can see that. And this, okay, so I think, I'm not gonna lie, I think where I saw it, and I don't even know, I didn't really know much about this game, but like, I think I saw Board Game Barrage.
Did Board Game Barrage do a review
of
it?
Well, they didn't do a review, or if they did, I haven't heard it yet. But I know they posted a story on their Instagram. Yeah. And this was one of the games they had gotten into try. And I was like, oh, that looks interesting. And when we went to Blue Highway, it was there. And I'm such a sucker, man. I was just like, I don't care. I want to try it. I want to play it. Also, it goes down to 1 player. Yeah. So anything that goes down to 1 player, this is 1 to 4. Anything that goes down to 1 player and is relatively affordable and has nice production and a cool, interesting, not typical, I don't know. It's trains, but I'm interested. I'm excited. But yeah, it's about the Tokaido line of Shinkansen. It's a railway thing.
I want to say,
and it can play solo.
Maybe it was Pun, because I'd seen the box, but I can't remember who did the review.
Yeah, because you recognize the box too.
Pun not included.
And yeah, if anybody remembers, let's see. Phantom Evil says, "I've been curious about it. It has trains already sold. I love that."
She is curating the collection. Not need me anymore. Our solo game stuff has certainly taken a jump.
I really enjoy the solo gaming. I've been meaning to do, not everyone, a couple of people have asked me to do like a top 10 list of my solo games. And I just feel like I need to play more until I feel capable of making a good decision on that. It's really tough because I like most of the solo games I play.
Yeah.
I think what turns me off about a solo game the most is too much setup or fiddly bot. So I haven't gotten any of my heavy games soloed. And I'm like, I need to get over it. It's like there's something about, I never mind setting up a heavy game that takes 30 fucking minutes to set up.
Yeah.
But when you're playing it solo, and that's what's kind of surprising about this game. This is a quick game to set up.
I guess
TABANNUSI.
I guess the thing is, and Casey always thinks I'm yucking on people's yums. I don't yuck on people's yums. I just give my honest.
Well, I know you prefer
thoughts.
video games if you're doing a solo endeavor.
Right. So the advent of it always felt weird to me to play a game and play board games, which are inherently a social activity by myself.
But it's like playing a video game. See, my thing about video games is there aren't enough video games I enjoy.
But that's the thing.
So I enjoy video games. Listen, I enjoy video games that I don't have to sometimes quick react. I really like the aspect of being able to take my time with decisions.
Fair enough.
Right? And there's not a lot of games. And then the other thing is video games cause me massive eye strain. So I have always been the human that can only play video games for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes tops. You know this, right?
No.
Because I can look at my computer all day at work, but there's something about the movement in a video game that causes me eye strain. And so it gives me a little bit of like fatigue. I get
but
fatigued
I wasn't necessarily
very quick in video
I wasn't
games. But I can board game all night. I can take out 5 solo games and be like, you do your thing. I'm going to sit here tonight and I'm going to play every single one of these solo.
I never thought of it like that. So my argument has been defeated. Casey 1, Miguel 0.
No, I'm not saying it's an argument. It's a completely different type of tea.
That was my thing. Not understanding the wanting to do by yourself what is a social activity. Got the hot dog. Anyways, so Casey just showed me exactly why solo gaming is important, why we should keep it around.
Yeah, it's fantastic when games have a solo mode and take that and then do a good solo mode, like Three Sisters.
So when I want to play Elden Ring tonight after the stream, you're going to be like, cool, Miguel, go play Elden Ring. I got like 8 solo games.
I genuinely don't care when he plays video games. Unless we have something planned, I'm not that human. I want everyone to enjoy their life and have a good time.
Who has it?
He gets it first because he's being a little poops. Okay, I'm going to catch up on chat. But really quickly, last thing we purchased before I catch up on chat.
Yep.
Maracaibo Uprising. I didn't even know this was out in stores yet. I know. Ooh, thank you. Oh, well, hey. David.
Okay, thanks for the redeem. Go after yourself.
Okay, so Maracaibo Uprising is the new expansion for Maracaibo, and this is going to really like change the concepts behind it. So Maracaibo is probably one of my least favorite Feister right now, even though it's a very solid game. I liked Boon Lake more because I like the theme.
Yeah.
If you can call it a theme.
Real quickly,
of Boon Lake
I've got to
better.
respond to this. James Abraziel, however, that being said,
I want to do that, James.
I love Three Sisters.
Yeah.
But
But
you'd
I
still
love
be
the solo.
competing against.
No, you're not. No, that's what makes
No, you'd be playing the
Three
solo version, but
Sisters
then what do
so
y'all
good.
like email each other scores? Who won?
Yeah, you're looking at
So
your
the social
scores, but you're
experience
playing
without the
against
actual
Farmer
talking.
Edith.
Yeah. I will do that challenge.
You can't handle Farmer Edith.
I can handle Farmer Edith. I love Three Sisters.
I'd like to do it.
Three
I'll
Sisters
do it. I'll message
awesome.
you guys. Okay, so Maracaibo Uprising, that was our next one. I'm hoping it changes my mind on Maracaibo. It makes me enjoy it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because I really struggled with that one. And then,
Well, it's no Boon Lake.
He wasn't as big of a fan of bootleg. But that's what we purchased. Okay, so I'm going to pass these to Mingo. He's going to put them over there. And I'm going to catch up with Channy Poos. Okay. Let's see. Phantom Meeple had said earlier, just catching up, and New York 1901, Yokohama, Kingdom Builder, Codex, Naturalis, Bricks, Cloud City were their plays this week. That is an awesome list, Phantom. Quaid Rain says they played Downforce, Lost Ruins, and a bunch of Q-Birds.
See, Downforce is one that I want to get.
From Restoration Games.
Downforce,
yeah. What's it called? Lost Ruins of Arnak is always solid. Always solid. For sure. So let's see. Okay, catching up. Just coming down here. Okay, the Cribby Poo. Okay, let's see. David says Merv has camels, and therefore it is amazing.
Everybody wants new games now after they saw our little haul.
Yeah, so Merv is amazing. I love it.
And she didn't show the other one, but I got the expansion for Inish.
Oh, I meant to pull that down. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yes, he did get the expansion for Inish, a game we haven't played yet. You know how much I love this, my people.
You
know how much I love this. This expansion isn't going anywhere.
It is.
He's like,
no, Casey. First of all, Inish can be hard to come by sometimes, and the expansion can be even harder sometimes. If you want to support brick and mortar stores. Oh, and I ordered the Richies and Chome expansion for the original classic Dune from Gale Force 9. So, trying to put together, I would like to get a game together, would be really cool with Phantom Meeple, Olympian, possibly Slackfish.
I don't hear any women in that.
Well, hold on a second. Anna Maria. You, of course, for Tessa.
How many people can play this?
I think 6. So, okay, we'll do for Tessa. Well, we'll figure it out. We'll do for Tessa, you, me, because we're the original Dune. We played for Dune for Tessa
to learn the game. It was awesome.
To learn the game.
Yeah.
So then we'll get Anna Maria, Ben. Well, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I don't want to leave anybody out. We got to get it, and we also got to get another game of Sidereal Confluence going. So then we got Joe, Olympian. Board game spam. And never mind. We'll do this
Jalapeno Grigio, talking about Clank Legacy, was saying that it's a lot of fun. We played it 2-player, and I feel like we're missing just a bit of the experience compared to a 3 or 4-player game, but still super enjoyable. I play everything 2-player, and I always question if I'm missing somewhat of the experience of a game at 2-player, but I don't know. We have a good time.
Hey, Bonds. I'm excited to play this too.
What's up, Bonds? Just woke up and watching this while I make my dad coffee. I just bought TABANNUSI and it's shipping now, so I'm excited to see this. That is amazing, Bonds. Just to remind everybody what Bonds is TABANNUSI. What? That's the game we're playing today. So, TABANNUSI is from Board and Dice. It's designed by David Spada and Daniel Tassini. And so, in this game, we are going to be being the builders of and so just to kind of show off a little bit of what we're working with here. So this is our game board, right? And so in the game, you can take actions in one of these locations. So we have this part of the city, and it's separated by the water here. So you have this action space, the boats. That's how you can really denotate them, where the boats are. Those are the different actions you can take in this game. And you have another cityscape here. You have a third cityscape here. You have this really interesting shipping area that plays out in a really cool way. You have the then you have the temple, okay, and then you can take actions in the temple. So
it's called the
Isn't it the temple?
No, it's
the rulebook's right there.
There's an actual word for it.
There probably is a word for it.
It's the sarcophagus. No, it's not the
sarcophagus. Let's see. So DJ also said earlier, I'll probably be playing either... Ooh, it got cut off.
Oh my God, it's on the tip of my tongue. Somebody help me out here. What is this? What is the What is the?
Just look it up. I'm reading
what are
this.
the temples?
DJ had said earlier that they're probably be playing Dune Imperium or Lost Ruins and maybe some sushi roll later with brothers and cousins. That sounds amazing. I need to get Dune Imperium back to the table. We got the expansion Ix. We've only played it once, and we need to play
The
it
Ziggurat
again.
District.
This is the Ziggurat District?
Ziggurat.
Thank you so much.
I'm gonna change my name to Johnny Ziggurat.
Do it. Let's see. April Marie said good morning to Bonds, which I love. Yes, say hello to Bonds, everybody. And then Bonds says this looks pretty. It does.
So
I like it.
Let me
I
explain.
like the layout of the board.
Let me explain one little part.
What?
So the
Yes.
thing. Okay.
Yes.
So here's how this game functions. So yes, you have each of these districts that Casey's gone over. You have this track that you're moving
It's called
up
the
on.
Mastery
The Mastery
track.
track. We'll get onto all that stuff later as far as like, how this actually function. But here's the interesting thing about this game. Each of these dice are resources. They're the physical resource that you are going to pull off and keep with you to pay for your things. The dice that you end up pulling off, though, is also going to be the next location that you go to. So
you have two decisions to make. Like, the dice I'm pulling is telling me where I'm moving next.
Yep.
So you have to think about where you want to move
the pips
next.
on the dice are telling where you're moving next.
And they're also the resource you need to build. So in these three areas, the main game here is building up these city temples, okay? And these cities represent the different, like, what is it? The brown, the yellow, and the white. Do you remember what the three represent?
No.
Could you pass me the rule book?
Yep. I don't remember.
Okay, that's fine. So
I thought they were just to differentiate.
To differentiate? No,
Because you can only
I want to feel like I want to say there's like some sort of like reasoning, but there are just called white projectiles, yellow projectiles.
Yeah, because the thing about
It
is
might just be
that
to differentiate the building types.
they
don't produce anything. It's not that type of a game.
these buildings have little connectors on them so that they can kind of like stay together, and you can only build a building that is comprised of 3 structures. That's the largest you can make.
That's the largest. So what's happening is in this game is you need to work building up buildings because we're going to be scoring each of these cities every time a boat runs out of dice, and that city will score. And at the end of the game, we're going to score again. And you're scoring based off of how many buildings you have. And so if I had 2 buildings in here, and this was scoring, and we denotate that with putting red markers on top because I'm player red. Okay, so if I had built 2 buildings in here and these were out, I would score. And the way I score is you multiply the number of buildings you have times what level you are on your mastery track. So this would be 2 times 2, so it would give me 4 victory points during that scoring. So it's really interesting because you need to increase your mastery level and you need to build. But when you build, you don't get to increase your mastery level. You increase your mastery level if somebody uses your projects.
Because that's the thing.
So can you put this back for me?
This is part of the back scratching.
So the first part of building, before you can even build anything, is you have to discover and lay down like your plans, your building plans. So these are your projectiles. So the first action you can do, and every single city area has this action, is you're laying down these building tiles. And so you want to be laying them down and building them, but you also want your opponent to use yours, because when they use yours, you go up the mastery track. That's the only way. So it's very interesting back scratching here. And once we play, I think you'll get the hang of it really quick because it can be a little confusing at first.
Yep.
But yeah, so that's the main component with our cities and buildings.
Now the other thing is these things.
These are our action markers, or like our plate. Like they tell you what's ours on the board, and they're limited. We have this many total, and we only have 5 to work with in the beginning. The rest are in our supply, and we have to release them using actions.
So you are using these so if Casey did decide to build something or start a project, she would do that. Except she couldn't do that because that's on water. Oh yeah, she could.
No,
She would
yeah,
get
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Sorry.
You get a water
you
tile.
get a water tile.
So anything that's printed here is going to give you something. So we have gold, we have a resource that's a brown resource, and you would literally be taking it from the boat. And this is the timing of the game. So one thing I really noticed with TABANNUSI is that it feels like, oh, what's it like you're going up a hill and you got to get going. Okay, what's the train? Your tiny train, your Tiny Tim train.
Wait, I thought we were going up a mountain.
Tiny Tim. I said hill.
Okay, but
With the
now
train.
you're in a train. Oh, we're going up a hill.
We are a train.
The little red caboose.
No, what's the one with the face? Tiny
Johnny Trainjusly.
There's like a cha 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 cha. You know what I'm talking about? I can see his face. The train. Thomas the Train.
Johnny the Train.
There you go, DJ Lojo. Thomas the Train. Let me see. Bonzinator says, well, no matter what, I'm going to have to watch the beginning of your explanation. My dad started talking and I didn't want to be rude and ignore him to hear you guys. Bonds, don't even worry. This is one of those games where if you watch how we play and everything, watch a few moves, you'll pick it up real quick. I think that the actions are really simple because you do exactly what's printed. What's difficult is knowing when you get to move stuff. And that's what we messed up the first time. I was moving up the mastery track when I was building on myself. Yeah. You cannot do that. You can only move up the mastery track if somebody uses your building tiles.
So they say they lay this out kind of in the rule book, but I'll just kind of explain it for those that are going to be buying this. It's a little tricky. So what you're doing is you're going up these mastery tracks based on the buildings that have been built, like the white, yellow, or brown buildings.
Yeah.
Right? Which is the significance of these, right? You need to be doing both. So, but let's say they also have these things.
Well, don't
on the
worry
side.
about that right now.
Well, yeah, we do because it's one of the things we missed.
Well, no. We don't want to explain too much and give too much details. Just go with the concept you were saying.
I didn't want to ruin the twist ending. Spoiler: he was dead the whole time.
No, I'm just saying, like, you were doing a good. You were saying that go ahead. I didn't mean to micromanage your rules explanation here.
In any case, this mastery track has resources, instance that you will be able to get. However, what we messed up the first time is every time we went up on this track, we just took the thing that was on the right. But that's not how it's done. The only way you get these things is when the bottom of what you have to have all. Be going on all three
have
tracks.
had to have met that stage.
All three have had to have met that stage. So the last one on this track will get the bonus of that.
But that's not the only thing. That's like one very small thing that was messed up. The main thing that was the challenge was understanding that you only get mastery if somebody uses your building tiles.
The whole time, Jalapeno Grigio. That's the thing. It's weird.
Okay, so back to Thomas the Train. So we are Thomas the Train in Builders of Ur, okay? We are chugging up the hill, and it's slow. And we're like, choo, 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 choo,
Wait,
choo,
I thought it was chugga, chugga, chugga.
I don't know. But it's going very slow. And it feels like, oh my God, how am I going to do everything I need to do? How am I going to get this going? And then all of a sudden, one of these ships is going to score. And then you're going to hit that top of the hill, and then all of them just like boom, 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 boom. And every time one of these scores, the person who triggered it gets to remove a gold tile from the top, and this triggers the game. You notice there's five boats. So once
you get the gold and you get something else.
No,
right?
You get the gold, and then we do the scoring. You just get the benefit of getting the gold if you triggered it.
You get to roll the dice.
So once 5 of these boats have scored, it's not going to be all 5 because our blue one never scored last time. We scored the brown twice.
Yeah, it's just 5 boats have to empty.
Once 5 boats have emptied,
it could be the brown boat.
It's done. So then you're like going down, and it goes so fast.
And then it starts. Yeah, the game starts like
it just
snowballing.
goes. It ends so quickly.
I think that's what you were talking about.
No, because snowballing implies that it's kind of going down. It starts going downhill. At the beginning of this game, you are climbing that hill, and snowballs don't go uphill. That's what I'm saying. You have to get your shit going in Builders of Ur in TABANNUSI. You get what I'm saying? And then
really
you got to get up to that hill.
Like calling me out on my snowball.
That's my point. It's a shame. It's a shame. Oh my God! Published by
I see dead people. That should be a name on a
DJ
game.
Loja, that's awesome. That's
somebody
perfect.
trademark that shit.
No.
Oh God, that's my mouse.
It's okay. Okay, so that is TABANNUSI, Builders of
Builders of
Okay,
Okay, so we're gonna just start playing.
Well, we need to roll the dice, and while Miguel's rolling
I did all roll all the dice.
I want to hear. I picked things up though, so let's just re-roll them.
Okay.
I want to hear from everyone. What are people's favorite tea games? Have you ever played a tea game? Are you like, what the hell is a tea game? I don't know what you're talking about.
I already did those.
You did those?
Yep.
Let me know. I would love to hear it. And our first starting move is we're each going to select in reverse turn order. I was first last time, so why don't you go first this time?
Which means that you would get to select first.
Yeah, so I'll select first.
Okay.
So I'm going to select... let's see. Don't look at my stuff. Pass me a... Who do I want?
Bon said, do we do predictions for who's going to win?
Ooh, we can. I'll set that up. Especially because I was talking shit about...
What up, Caffeinated Canuck? How you doing?
Let me see. Okay, let me do this real quick. Let's see. Who is gonna build the best...
TABANNUSI. The best
DeathHawk.
But we're the builders of Ur.
Yeah, but the city is Ur. It's the great city of Ur.
Yeah, builders of Ur.
We're
Who's gonna build the
Ur.
best Ur?
Yeah, who's gonna build the best Italy?
No, because we're both contributing to the building of Ur.
Yeah, but who's gonna do the better job?
It's best TABANNUSI.
What is a TABANNUSI? Who's gonna be the buildiest builder of all?
Bonds has only played Sulkin. We haven't Sulkin.
Oh, we just got Sulkin used, Bonds. We haven't played it yet.
Okay. So, Bondsinator, speaking of which, I see you were doing Mario Kart the other day. What was your favorite new of the tracks? Not the new tracks. I mean, they're reprints or what updates of older tracks, but which one did you enjoy? I really liked the which one was the ninja the ninja castle or whatever the hell it was. That like 3 different ways you could like run through that track. That was really that was sweet.
Loved that one.
Bonds, this game is not co-op, but the thing is that you'll see when we play the game. Me and Casey are both going to be putting buildings down, and we are sometimes going to be finishing buildings they've started, but it's a competition to be like the best builder. We play Masters and Apprentices. Masters are where they scout locations. Apprentices are where you're going to be taking your actions. In order to... It's weird.
Okay, so for my first move,
but no, it is
I'm going to
definitely
do my
not
first
co-op.
building. I'm going to go ahead and do brown, but there is definitely an aspect where you have to play nice, for sure. So I'm going to do brown, and what I'm going to do is there's a couple, I'm definitely placing this area. So if you're next to a garden, whenever this area scores, you're going to get extra points. But I kind of want a garden. So if I place here, that'll give me a garden in my, that'll give me a garden right away in my thing. I could also place over here and get 3 victory points right off the bat, but I don't know how useful that is. This arrow would let me move up the mastery track right away, which is really nice. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a garden, and I'm gonna come right here. And so that's gonna let me, where are the gardens? Oh shoot, okay. So I'm gonna take a garden right here. And so these get placed on the board as an action, and you place one of your markers on it. And when I place this next to a project tile, when that building gets built, I get mastery points. But it also gives them victory points. So it's one of those where you scratch mine, I scratch yours. And then that's my first decision. Now you have to place your first building.
Okay.
Also, let's see. Okay. So James says chai count, and what's a chai count? What you referring to, James? What were we talking about with chai?
Remind me what this one is again. What that?
That lets you place a projectile immediately.
Oh,
Boy to play. What up?
yeah.
Yes, the poll is up, guys. It is above. Let's see a vote on who people think is gonna win.
Okay.
Between
come
DeathHawk
here.
and I. I'm super curious.
And I am going to.
It is going good. Board to play. We just got started with TABANNUSI. We're just doing our opening moves.
Did you get your gold?
I did get my gold.
Come in.
You got it? We can put a little. You can put a little bit.
So
on
there's
that side
3.
if you want.
Yeah, you don't. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, we don't have that. So that we have mini player boards. The player boards aren't super important. They're just there to organize the things that you have. But they do have 3 tracks. Well, I guess they are important because they do have 3 tracks: white, yellow, and brown, and then a track at the bottom for like extra stuff that you're gonna do. And every time you remove these things, you get the bonus from wherever it is.
So I built a brown building, so I removed from the brown column. If I clear up all my columns in this area, I get this immediately, and vice versa. This is my one free resource, but I have to flip it when I use it, but there's things on the board that let you flip it back over, which is really, really cool.
Yeah.
And the other thing I want to touch on is the variability.
Hey, board to play, what's going on?
Is the variability in this game. All of these things are like rearranged, so a lot of this stuff gets removed.
Gets
and
rearranged. We're
replaced.
also playing at when you open up the game, they tell you to play like this. Because the game comes with extra boat components that change the colors of each of the docks, so it just adds just a ton more
variability.
Even though the game itself would be replayable like this, it just adds in there's a boatload of variability.
Dwalsy, what up? 50% tie. Who will win? I know.
Wow, man, I really
love
moved up in a while.
Close your eyes. We also have seriously, close your eyes. I'm gonna show my end game. So we have end game scoring. So this is what I'm trying to do. This is the only reason I won last
Actually,
time.
I'm not gonna go.
Hey.
Sorry, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna get an extra gold.
Okay, well, what did you take before?
Nothing. Oh, I took 2 more. Nope. I didn't take my bonus. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead. You're good.
Can you close your eyes? So this is mine, and those are showing buildings and locations. And if at the end of the game I have that done, accomplished, then I can score the 10 victory points.
Yeah.
On top of it. And Miguel didn't get his, and I got mine, and that's the only reason I was able to win it last time.
Played our first game of Batoku. That was one that we've been. That's
I still
coming up
haven't
pretty
even
soon.
unboxed it.
Yeah.
It's like that's a shelf of shame one too, because I've had that since PAX U. Okay, so you're first. You make your move. I'm gonna catch up and talk with chat.
Well, so we decide where we're putting our
when it's your
people.
turn, we don't do it at the same time.
Right.
Yeah. So he's literally gonna be taking 2 actions. This first one, basically, and you get 2 actions per turn. Your architect is taking the resource, okay? And then your assistant, the little guy, is taking the action.
Now,
and that's really easy to get. You'll get that right off the bat.
the thing about building too is that I've placed my yellow building here, so I've effectively cut off building yellow here.
Yeah.
Now, the only way you can build like if you can just string together these buildings to build like
I think
a 3
once
building.
we start doing it, like it'll make it easier. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I get what you're saying, and I think it's hard to imagine without the projectiles out. You're hard to imagine. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
What he's trying to do you want to say it? I wanted you to get your actions in. That's it.
No, that's cool.
What are you doing? What are you thinking?
Okay, so I'm gonna come here.
Okay.
And what was the thing where you had to draw the 6? Oh, if you're drawing a resource from here,
You have to draw
you have
the
to draw the
number.
highest number, right? Okay.
But you're not drawing a resource this time. You're just placing. No resource. 2 actions.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so your first turn, he's not moving his architect. The architect stays there, and he's just taking 2 actions with his worker meeple.
That's right. Okay.
And the actions he can take are he can move his architect anywhere
My architect.
and get any resource from the supply. But we don't have any in the supply right now because all of the dice are on the board.
Right.
He can...
These cardboard components that depict resources do not count as resources from the supply.
For sure. Okay, he can also place down one of his action markers, okay? And that can go on a projectile. And then
Only in this area.
but and then you can also do your building, but he can't do any building because none of the projectiles are out. He could also get water and gardens and place them down.
So I think what I'm going to do.
Board to Play says, so would this be one of the heaviest of the T games? No, I definitely don't think so. I think Tekenhu was heavier for me.
Yeah.
But
the thing about this game, here's the thing that will make it feels you're going to be. It's the way in which you're planning to do your moves, because again, the dice pips on the area where you go, the dice pip is going to going to do two things. It's going to tell you which district you're going to go to next, and it's also going to be the color resource that you have collected. Putting those things together can be a little bit brain swimmy.
Take your turn, babes.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do so. But I won't get the resource, but that's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and build.
While he's thinking about his turn, Board to Play was asking if this is one of the heaviest of the T games. I think Tekenhu was heavier, but I haven't gotten Tekenhu to the table in a while, and so I don't know if I played it now how I would feel about it. I haven't played. I wanted to get Sulkin played this week because I really wanted to compare it, but I just didn't get a chance. So Sulkin, Teotihuacan are two we haven't played, which are big T games. But Tekenhu, we've played this one. If you wanted to count Trismegistus, it is the same designer. It's Daniel Tassini. But the problem with Trismegistus is it doesn't have the Egyptian theme. It's all about alchemy. Yeah. But it does have dice, and it is heavy. That's the heaviest T game I've ever played. Trismegistus. It is so constraining, that game, but I loved it. Yeah. You don't move this guy.
Yeah, you do.
No, you move him at the beginning of your. Oh, you did that. I see. So then are you done with your 2 actions?
I did that, and then. What do you mean 2 actions?
You get 2 actions per assistant.
Oh, shoot. That's right. Okay, so I did the thing.
April Marie, what is a T game? I was literally making a joke about that because I keep referring to it, and I'm like, please tell me if you don't know. So I feel like T games are what the community more names. Sulkin, I think, was the first. And then, I don't know, a bunch came out. I don't know the order of them. I think it was Sulkin and Teotihuacan and then Tekenhu. But I'm not 100% sure on the order of all of these. But they're and then Tawantinsuyu and then TABANNUSI. They are games that are usually, I think of them as they have to have the Egyptian or ancient god theme. So Teotihuacan, it's 50-50.
All right.
Oh my God, it's literally 50-50. That's hilarious.
Okay, I'm putting this here. I'm going to take a blue resource.
Anything that has... 6. Okay, so for your first action, you placed 1 projectile here.
And I moved my architect.
And second action, you placed here, and you got a blue resource. Okay, and then your meeple is now going to move to where your architect is.
And that's it. That's my turn.
But yeah, I think it usually has to have some sort of ancient or Egyptian theme. They typically have some sort of dice component to them.
Start on 10.
They usually have some sort of dice component to them. And then they're usually in the heavier 3.75 and up range if you look at the weights on BGG for a T game. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone says, I was thinking they were games that literally start with the letter T.
They do. They all start with the letter T.
They do, but
they all start with the letter T.
But they're not like, Tomato Party USA would not be considered a T game. It's a
yeah. Like anything with a T doesn't count. Yeah, it has to have a T. It has to have that Egyptian-y theme, or not, because Teotihuacan is not Egyptian, but it's like that ancient, like temple gods, like type of theme. And they're usually in this class of designers, like Daniel Tassini, David Spada, David Terzi, who are some of the other ones.
Lots of D names.
That's true. That's the truth. Okay, so let's see.
Bonds, it does. I mean, they really just kind of help you organize stuff, but then they also provide you resources when you get in. So they're pretty small, really manageable, nothing too big, pretty standard. Take your thing off the board, get the resource underneath it.
So I'm gonna come here to number 2. Okay, for my first action, I'm gonna go ahead and place
gold,
a projectile.
Gold is wild in this game. It can be used to do your stuff. But is that right though? Is it gold? Like so I could
Gold is wild.
I know, but I can use 2 gold as any resource to do the thing that I want to.
Yes.
Okay. Always made me confused. That always made me felt like a little simple.
I think it would just be too difficult to get your engine going otherwise because there's so little dice on the board. Let's see. Gold is like a super critical component to this. How do I want to do this? So I'm placing one of my project tiles. I'm trying to think of what building I want to do. I think I'm going to do brown. I want to do brown. No, I'm going to do yellow. And, but if I do brown and do that one, that might be nice, actually. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to place a brown right here, okay? And since it's the first one in the city, it can go anywhere on the map, okay? And when I took from my supply.
No, Bonds, I just got incredibly stable hands.
Oh, when she's talking about when I showed the player board. I just held it really still, Bonds. I'm surprised they didn't swerve on me either.
Yeah, Bonds, take it easy. Come back if you want.
Yeah.
DJ Lojo,
no
those are potty colors?
Those are potty. The yellow and the red, we always do yellow and red. Oh, the brown, too.
Potty.
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to come here. This is going to move me up 1 on the mastery track. So that's brown. So I'm going to move up 1 here. Okay. And then that's my first action. My second action is going to be, let's see. So if I were to put another brown down, it would have to go in one of the places orthogonally touching this brown, which I could totally do. I could get some work done in here, which would be nice. Yeah, I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to place another brown down.
Okay.
And I'm going to place it right here on this 3 victory point tile. And I'll get 3 victory points right off the bat.
Okay.
And then that's it. Those are my 2 actions. So now that we're in the next round, Miguel's first move is he has to select one of these dice.
Yeah. So what you want to be doing, obviously, is you want to be anticipating
what you want to do next.
What you want to do next. So you're looking at the dots.
That's what makes this heavy for sure.
Seeing which pips are corresponding to the district you want to go. But sometimes you don't, because, it's whatever. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. So I'm going to go to...
So he has the option to go to either 1, 4, which is where he's at, or 5. Those are his only options. If there's a 6, you can choose wherever you want to go, which is really convenient.
But you can only choose a pip that is not represented on the boat.
Exactly. Well, yeah. You would have to choose the 4 if you wanted to go to 4.
Yeah.
But, Tan! What's going on, Tan?
What up, Tan? How
We
you
are
doing?
playing some TABANNUSI. This is a really, really cool, crunchy game. It's like a brain melt, but one of the things I really appreciate about this is usually when I play mind melt games like this, I play 2-player with Miguel because a lot of times people don't have the time or energy when we're going out for us to teach. Like, I think Slackfish is probably our only friend that likes the heavy games with us.
So real quick, I took the 1 pip dice from Blue and I moved to District 1.
So they send his architect over
District
here.
1.
His meeple stays behind to do 2 actions and then they follow the architect.
So what I'm going to do is...
But it has a 2-player board. We're on the 2-player side. This is 1 to 2 players. So it's even bigger city on the other map.
Yeah. I am going to place 2. I'm going to pay 2.
To place a building down.
To place a house.
So he takes it from the bottom.
Oh, that's right. It's from the bottom. Right.
From the bottom of his player board. So if you remember, our player boards, okay, it would go from here, from the bottom left, for when you're building in the shipyard.
And then I'm going to... Oops. I am going to place it...
And so you want to be scoring. Any time to place in the ship is when you place and build a building. You get to place it in a ship.
Can we get a couple of dice trays that we can put our extra, the resources that we spent in?
Oh, yeah. So we'll put those. But concentrate about your thing.
Yeah, so I'm going to pay those 2. I'm going to place a house. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to place here. This allows me to pull a resource from the spent resource tray. And so, because I just spent those resources, now I will take one back. Thank you very much. And then I am going for my second action. I'm going to place 2 gold to place one of my action markers on one of these ships. And so what these will allow me
You can place it on any ship.
I can place it. Oh wait, no, I have to place it on the number.
No, not for this action.
Not for this action.
No, the
What's
number is based off of your building size. At the end, when you're doing the building, depending on how big your building were, that's the ship you get to choose.
That's right.
But when you're doing the 2 gold action, you can put it into any ship.
Okay.
I mean, I can triple check that
that's
action
fine.
to make sure it's not 2 gold per number.
Let's do this. I am going to place one of my
Rules check.
Oh yeah, somebody hit that rules check animation. Because what are you checking again? We're trying to verify a question that I asked about the game. It's probably going to be...
It's any ship. Yeah, like I said, 2 gold. When you're paying the 2 gold and you have the action there, you can put it on any ship.
I can put it on any ship in the dock, not just one that's in the same
Thanks,
thing
DJ Lojo. I just want to make sure it still works. We haven't streamed it forever.
Okay, so I am going to place my marker here. It looks like whenever I place a house place a house, that I will get to choose between either a garden or one of my action markers.
So for that one, it is, I can double check that for you. Okay. Whenever you place a house on the ziggurat, that's when you get to do that. Awesome. So it's when he places a house in these districts.
Okay, and those are my 2 actions.
Perfect. Okay, so it's my turn. So for my first action, Miguel,
yes.
Do you enjoy these types of heavier Egyptian-themed games? What do you think about these games?
So, I really like Teotihuacan 1.
No.
Not Teotihuacan 1. Tekenhu. A thing I like about Tekenhu is that I love the dice, the way the dice change in the shadow of the sun, or however it works. I haven't played it in a while. And I love all the different actions on the board. Like you're going around and you're doing different things, and they're all interconnected. Like that's, I like doing different things on a board as long as they're all interconnected. For all you Merv fans out there, you know why I don't like Merv, or why I'm not the biggest fan of Merv. This kind of game I enjoy differently, because thematically, well, I guess in Tekenhu the theme doesn't really come out too much either. It's just nice. It's just kind of a nice, pretty thing to.
I think the theme comes out a lot in Tekenhu with the obelisk and the light and the dark die. And then you can only choose those actions from the light and the dark.
That's true.
What makes Tekenhu challenging
I just think it's a cool
for me,
game mechanic, though. I don't know if thematically that... Okay. Knuckles!
Can you put it in the microwave? We have our dog... Okay, Knuckles eats our dog's food like crazy. And he's getting fat! I'm like, Knuckles, you have to stop! So, here he finished it. So, we moved Donnie's food up on the counter without thinking about it, even though we should have just placed it in the microwave. Ayo! We got a raid coming in!
What? What's going on?
Hello! Welcome, Raiders! Brain in a Jar here, and this is my co-host.
Johnny DeathHawk, Miguel, whatever.
How's it going, Heartboard Games? How y'all doing today? We are playing some TABANNUSI. What were y'all up to? Let's see. Last thing, playing some board. We need to get some, like... I need to do what Silver from Silver Metal Taverns does.
What?
Pop up a clip.
Oh, yeah, we need that.
I know. I've been meaning to get it done.
That's hardcore tech.
Mayor of Canada, what are your thoughts on camping? Oh, sounds like Knuckles is bulking up. Yeah, he's literally bulking up.
He looks cool, but he has this, like, weird pouch
He has this primordial pouch.
It's like, when you get to be, like, 80, 90 years old
All
and you're
kitties
fat,
have
kinda
that.
like...
All kitties have it. I feel like it's just very obvious on Knuckles because he's naked.
I didn't know that.
Okay, thoughts on camping.
I just thought he needed to do sit-ups or some shit.
Mayor of Canada, is that because Benita and I kept talking about camping when we were on our stream Friday when we were playing God Tier?
They were live at Southern Board Game Fest. Sweet.
Oh, cool. That sounds really cool, Time Roller. Well, we appreciate the Raid Heart board games. We love you. We appreciate the love. I'm walking here.
Hey, I'm walking. What did we do that for? Oh, we did that for
everything.
Do we?
I don't know. I just
But we
feel
did
like,
it at our failed attempt to stream a way home or a way out.
A way out. Oh my God, which we're streaming
What an
tomorrow.
embarrassment
So come
that
and
was.
see it.
Are we?
Yeah, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it working today.
Are we?
So we are.
I
So
think we should
tomorrow
just let
we're
that
gonna be
one.
streaming A Way Out. I'm super excited, and so is DeathHawk. Okay,
Yeah.
so let me switch us back to some Builders of Ur. And yeah, thanks again, y'all, for coming and hanging out. Nude prison shower game. Seriously,
Yeah.
I'm super excited for it. We saw some booty and then it cut.
Yeah.
It's gonna be awesome.
I saw a booty at 12 frames per second.
Okay, so I'm debating for my 3 if I should get a water, if I should get 2 of the
Whoa.
tokens.
Are you?
I think I'm gonna do this.
How are you building? Okay.
I'm not building anything. I'm putting down project tiles.
Okay.
And I'm not working with Miguel right now. That's a problem. But it's okay. I think I'm gonna be okay with this one. It's gonna be very expensive, but that's okay. That's gonna give me 2 of these, and then for my second action, I'm gonna do this, which gives me a water, a garden, and another one of those, which is very nice. And I'm gonna take this guy and this guy. Put this guy over here. Okay, boom. I'm gonna catch up in chat while DeathHawk thinks about his turn, and I come over here. Okay. So, catching up. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, thoughts on camping. I love camping. Miguel's the real camper here. I glamp. We camp with an air mattress. I want to do the real camping. Like, it's my goal to convince Miguel that we pack up Knuckles and Johnny and we literally like hike and we sleep in a hammock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we keep hiking.
Oh yeah.
I think it would be really fun. And then we could have our stove on our back. Miguel's back. I'm not carrying it. I'll carry the animals though.
Yeah.
I think that would be really, really fun.
All right.
But yeah, so I really would love to do more camping. And we live in Seattle. It's so beautiful over here. Let's see. And then DJ Lojo, nude prison shower game. Yes, on point. That's right. I can't wait to get more of it. For anybody who doesn't know, A Way Out is this prison game that Miguel and I are co-op playing. We tried to stream it and it kept crashing on us, but I think I fixed the problem on the laptop that was where it was crashing. So I think I fixed that issue.
Can you move? I'm gonna take 2 victory points.
Mayor-
for my first
Mayor of
action, you
Canada-
get 2 action markers.
What'd you do?
Take 2 victory points and got 2 action markers.
Okay,
for my
cool.
First.
Mayor of Canada says, Uncle Nicky from Parasite episode of Rick and Morty. I'm walking here.
Hey, I'm walking here.
Yeah, so we always do that because of that for sure. And they said, well, I guess it would be nice if I could touch your meeple. I know not everybody has got a meeple like you, but I gotta roll dice. But before I give my cards away, and know all the games you play because I played them too.
I am.
Oh,
going
maybe
to
Canada.
go-
Canada, that's awesome. I love it. Don't touch my meeple.
Okay.
Oh my God. So we are
I'm gonna
talking about
build
T
here.
games. Time roller. I
Can
know.
you hand me that blue dice, please?
I think you like your T games. You like TABANNUSI. Do you have a favorite T game? What's your favorite? I really like TABANNUSI a lot, but I haven't played all the T games yet. And what my hope is to get them all played and for us to do a one of our videos where we play through all of our T games in one day. I
Date
clip
night
it.
video.
Yeah, I clip it and then I do it. But that would be really hard because we have Sulkin, Tekenhu, Tawantinsiu, TABANNUSI.
Teotihuacan.
And we have
We
Teotihuacan.
could do 5 on a Saturday.
We'd have to start,
We
yeah.
get up at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
then wait for 2 hours while this one gets
Luckily,
ready.
we know how to play all of them except for Tawantinsiu. We haven't played yet.
And Sulkin.
And Sulkin and Teotihuacan. Shit, we only know 2 of them.
We played TABANNUSI.
No, we didn't.
Yeah. Oh.
Tekenhu. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
You're done with your 2 actions?
I am done with my 2 out. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Will you catch up with chat while I figure out my turn?
Sure. Trains. T-Call. Ooh, T-Call. I've never played. I've seen T-Call. Never play it. You like T-Call? Is it good? Is it good? Is it any good? I'm torn. Boarding Service told me on the Terracotta Army being the best. I have it on pre-order. Ooh. So what do I have going on?
Terracotta Army. Interesting. Interesting. I haven't even heard of that as being a T game.
Yeah.
Where is who's making Terracotta Army? I'm curious.
Call is very mathy, but is a good action point game. That's cool. I like mathy games. I'm not good at them, but you know.
And then I'm gonna
I just like moving my pieces around on the pretty boards. Board and Dice makes it right.
Okay.
That's actually who's
That's what I was
sponsoring
gonna
our stream
wonder.
today.
Shout out to Board and Dice.
Yeah, Board and Dice.
Board
Wait,
and Dice.
Is it still on there? Oh yeah, I put it on there.
Board and Dice. Shout out. Yeah, big shout out to Board and Dice. They're sponsoring us playing Tabannusi. And next week on Saturday, TLN Hype.
Woo woo. We are playing
Origins.
Origins.
The first builders. We're doing it at 4 p.m.
Sponsored by.
I'm so excited. We're not the midnight kids. We're doing 4 p.m. We've never been like during the day on TLN, so I'm super stoked.
Through the midnight.
That's not true. We did 10 a.m. once.
We did 10
the next day. Yeah, that's true.
On
that's
New Year's, when everybody was asleep.
It wasn't New Year's. Oh my
Casey's
goodness.
gonna be saying the F word a lot. That's okay. Everybody will be asleep.
That's so true. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is for my first action, I'm gonna place a marker here. Now, I am placing a yellow. This is a perfect example. So I am placing a yellow projectile. There is already a yellow projectile, so I have no choice. I have to place it orthogonally touching, okay? So I think I'm gonna place it right here so I can get myself a free garden. And
yeah, so this is the thing.
Garden.
These buildings that we built at the beginning cannot be built off of. The only way to make big buildings, a 1, a 2, or a 3, is to place these markers down. You can build them at any time. You just have to plan. It's a little tricky to figure out when am I going to scratch Casey's back in order to get some stuff for me.
That's very, very interesting.
Because the person that builds it does not go up on the mastery track, which is a little unintuitive.
But you need to build your own buildings to get victory points.
To get victory points, yeah.
Yes, it is very cool. For my second action, I'm gonna take 2 victory points. Can you move me up twice and get 2 of my action markers freed? Okay, and you do run out. It's really easy to run out of these. At the end of the game last time, I was sweating.
She was.
Because I had like 2 left, and all of my stuff was on the board.
With action markers.
Oh my gosh. That now always reminds me of the Brothers Murph stream because of their sound when they get bits.
Yeah.
Instead of Parks and Rec, which is hilarious. Okay. Ticket to Ride, Mayor of Canada. Ticket to Ride for a T game. I love it. I need to check out the Terracotta Army. I think that would be really interesting. Also, are people enjoying any special beverages? Are people eating breakfast this morning? I wish I had the breakfast I made yesterday.
I am going to do this. This is the weird thing. I'm going to...
Thanks, Ava Marie.
Oh, I'm out of drink. I had a little bit. Let me grab a drink real quick.
I made yesterday sausage and egg tacos for breakfast, and I had the most beautiful avocado. It was gorgeous. I'm craving it. It's making me hungry. Ava Marie, candy cane tea. That sounds super festive. I kind of love that you're having something that I would think of as a Christmas thing right now. I don't know why I consider candy cane. I just associate candy canes with Christmas. But that sounds delicious. Mayor of Canada says, I've drunk Mr. Pibb, milk, water, and Arnold Palmer. Let's see. I've drunk Mr. Pibb, milk, water, and almond parmesan so far today. That's a lot of drinks, Mayor of Canada.
Mr. Pibb's the better Dr. Pepper.
Is it?
Yes. If like, it's rare you'll find both, but if somebody does, you always go with Mr. Pibb.
Okay, so what you doing?
Like, no, I don't think I've ever been in a restaurant that had both Dr. Pepper and Mr. Pibb. Oh yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do something kind of interesting to kind of show you how you can do stuff. So Casey has placed things here.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to take a 2 dice. That's going to allow my guy to stay right here.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to go ahead. I am going to construct this project of Casey's.
You can't.
Yes, I can.
You can only construct when it has your player color.
Oh, I thought.
And so
never mind. Okay,
like,
so I'm not
pushed
gonna
him
do
out
something
of the
really.
building.
I'm not gonna do something really interesting.
Yeah. Do you still want the 2?
I do.
Okay.
Because I need to.
If he had one of his
Yeah,
here,
I
he
screwed
could
that
construct
up.
it. That's what I told you. I made
I
it so
know.
you can't build it, but it's very expensive for me. I said it. April Marie says, it's snowing so much here today that I think I've reverted back a few months mentally due to the snow. That makes so much sense, April Marie. It's insane. It's still snowing. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Yeah, we didn't get a February snow. And I think we're out of the snow season. We just got a little bit in December or January. It was Christmas Day.
That's gonna give me 2
Legend says, I had a breakfast trio yesterday. I had bacon, link sausage, Portuguese sausage, eggs, and potatoes. Whew, Legends, that is making my mouth water. That sounds really good. I love the sound of that. I definitely am going to get a big hearty breakfast after this stream. Like a brunch, because it's going to be brunch time.
Now remind me, this action, you get all 3 of those?
You get all 3 of those.
Okay, so I'm going to take this.
Okay.
I'm going to take that. And then I'm going to take this.
Sounds good. Okay, so those are your 2 actions?
Yeah.
All right, so there's only 5s available. I'm gonna move up here, right meow. Okay, and then for my 2 actions here, what do I want to do? Ooh, I really want to put another yellow down. Okay, so I'm gonna put a. How do I want to do this?
Maybe I shouldn't have done that. No, I think that's good.
It's too late, Plyler.
That's good. That'll work.
It's too late. Okay, I'm gonna place another yellow down
Okay.
here.
No, that works out nice for me. I think it works out nice for me.
I want to do it like this. Yes. I'm gonna place the yellow down here.
Okay.
Okay. And I don't want to move my guy, so I'm placing it up there, which kind of stinks. Actually, no. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna place it right here. I love it. I love it. Okay. And then for my second action, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna go ahead and place a garden down right here. So this action lets me it lets me buy water or gardens. I don't need to buy any water or gardens. Then I can first place 1 pool down anywhere I'd like, okay? And then I can place up to 3 gardens. I have 3 gardens to place, but I actually don't want to place all my gardens right now because I want to like do some interesting things, but I do want to place 1 garden here in case this building gets built so I can get that extra mastery. Okay. That's going to give me 3 victory points.
Nice.
And those are my 2 actions.
Okay.
Ooh, Johnny. And this is going to move over here.
So I am going to take this too, and I'm going to stay here again.
And real quick, let me catch up on chat while you're doing your turn, and then I'll let you explain.
Okay.
Mayor of Canada says, Superman hires my neighbor to shovel out his driveway over the Fortress of Solitude.
Both of my actions are going to go.
Canada.
Both of my actions are going right here.
What'd you say?
So both of my actions I'm doing right there.
You're building 2 yellows?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Did you get whatever was underneath?
Yeah, it was just, well, this one didn't have anything. This
But
one
this
had
one you got?
question mark water. Yep.
Okay, and then did you take a number that stays there?
2. Another 2.
Whew, these are already gonna trigger so quick, y'all. It's giving me anxiety. April Marie says, yesterday was so beautiful. I took a picture of my tulips that were starting to pop up, and then today, boom, winter again. Your poor tulips. Hopefully they survive. Are they good with the cold? I don't know, but I love plants. I just have the worst green thumb. I'm the worst. Jane says, Legends, the amazing food Legends eats would make most critics jealous. It's so true. Oh my God.
It's so
Hawaii has some of the best foods ever. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead.
Mayor of Canada went for a walk the other day, made it about 30 kilometers, then my ankle got twisted, was in the middle of cornfield, so I texted my phone. No, they asked my location not to pick me up, but to look.
You didn't even read it, Ply.
I'm assuming that everybody in chat that has typed something can also read and knows exactly what I was laughing at.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm gonna do. I like it. Okay,
what you doing?
I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna spend a green, and for my first action, so I'm in the ziggurat, and so my first action is I'm gonna spend a green and a wild gold, and I'm gonna place one of my free buildings. Oh no, it's gonna be a brown building, which gives me an action marker. I like. I'm gonna place that right here. That's gonna move me up one more on the brown mastery trail, and then I can place mastery track. Thank you so much. And I'm going to place one of my markers here, which when this scores, the ziggurat, I'm going to score for every garden that's next to a house. That's what that was scoring for. I was trying to remember.
Every garden next to a house
in the ziggurat. Yes, exactly. Okay, and then for my second action, I am going to take an action marker and a gold. Do I want to do that? Or do I just want to go with spending?
Oh, Maricaibo got another one. A cruise ship passes by a remote island, and all the passengers see a bearded man with an eye patch running around and waving his arms wildly. Captain, one passenger says, who is that man over there? I have no idea, the captain says, but he goes nuts every year when we pass.
You know what I'm going to do instead? I'm retconning that move.
That's good.
I'm going to instead put it here.
Okay. I'm
going to give myself up one on the yellow mastery track. Okay? Then I'm going to do it again. I'm going to spend 2 gold.
You need to move your...
my bad. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to spend 2 gold. And then I'm going to put another one here. And another building here.
Whoa, what the...
That's right. That's right.
That's nuts.
And I'm going to get myself a gold thing. Boom. Okay, so DeathHawk did this to me last time. He edged me out of this completely. So now every time the ziggurat scores, I'm just going to get 5 victory points. If I can get one more house there, every time it scores, I'm going to get 10 victory points. So that's what I'm trying to do right meow. And then these get spent. Boom. Okay, done. My turn is over. Your turn. Whoo! TABANNUSI is so interesting. It's really cool. It's definitely crunchy. Like, this is Mind Melt Sunday. This is what y'all came here for, was to see us burn our brains a little bit. And I did, like, allude to my strategy, so DeathHawk does have moves around it. We'll see if he can do it. We're going to trigger scoring here, though, in a second, because this boat's going to empty on my turn. So as soon as my turn is over, you'll see how the scoring phase is, and we have 5 of those scoring phases in the game.
All right, so what I'm going to do...
Whew, that was intense. I'm super excited right now.
Yeah.
That got me pumped.
That's cool.
That got me pumped. Yeah.
Do you... Yeah. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I am going to... How much does it cost me to place this?
You have to do this action,
right.
And first you can buy, you can do, and then you can place one of these.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to buy anything. I'm just going to place a blue.
Are you trying to build a garden on this?
Yeah.
Because you only get the mastery points if it's not the building you're building.
What?
The garden, you only benefit from the garden on some, so you would want to build it next to me.
What are you talking about?
Okay, so real quick, I'm just going to go over how gardens score.
I see what
you mean. Yeah, real quick, I'm just going to go
I was
over.
just doing it for the points. I wasn't doing it for...
You only get points, mastery points from gardens if it's off somebody else's. It will
victory
give you
points when it scores.
Victory points if you have your marker over here.
Yeah, so can I...
Okay, but you already have one. I'm just letting you know. I want to make sure you understand that you're not going to get any mastery when you build that. That's what I was trying to allude to.
Oh my god, okay, fine. I am going to build it here.
I'm not saying you have to. I'm saying you're not going to get any mastery from that.
I don't want to do that. I'm going to build it here.
See, that's great because you'll get the victory points and the mastery.
Okay, and then
because he's now touching his and mine.
Okay, that cost me. What does that cost me?
April Marie, melt those minds. Literally, like trying to remember, and I guess I could not tell DeathHawk at all, these kinds of things. But it's fun. I want to make sure everyone knows the rules.
What is this times 3?
You can lay down 3 gardens in one action.
Right. So it's
nice to save up your gardens.
Yeah.
Because you can take advantage.
Yeah.
But Mayor
I'm gonna go ahead and do.
Mayor of Canada said, I may have been playing Alhambra too much. Now when I pay for something with exact change, I expect a free action paid exactly. 921 at Burger King was waiting for a free cookie. I have never played Alhambra. I know you want to.
Oh, yeah.
Alhambra,
I keep,
yeah.
In the games.
Are you a big fan of it, Mayor of Canada? Because I've never tried it, and I really want to. I'm trying to go back into our area and definitely play older games. So you play San? Did you get your resource?
I did.
Okay. What's your second action?
My second action, I was going to build a building.
Okay, so that's going to cost him, let's see, 2 yellows and 3 more yellows.
And 3 more yellow. Oh, yeah.
So you can do gold in exchange.
1, 2, 3.
Perfect. The reason why it costs that is you always have to pay 2 resources of the city you're building in. So in this district, you're paying yellow. This district, you're paying brown. This district, you're paying white. But in addition, you have to pay for each marker that is your own color. So in this situation, if he had built, he only would have to pay 1 yellow because he's using me as a resource.
Yeah.
But in this situation, since it's all his, he has to build all of them by himself.
That, and I get 1 action marker.
And then these guys go over here. Okay, so that's his action, and I am gonna move up because I have my garden right here, the mastery track, and I can choose whatever mastery track I want to move up in. So, here's the thing. If I move up in white, I get an action marker because then I'm up on all 3. However, I'm building... What was that?
I don't know. He's fine.
Johnny?
I don't know. He's fine.
Okay. Can you check just real quick and see if there needs to be any cleaning done? Okay. So then the next action, so I can either move up on this track and get myself. I can either move up on this track and get myself a free action, or
Bye, April.
See you later, April Marie. Have a good time in the snow. Yes, we will try our best to enjoy the rest of this game, to get through it without burning our brains too bad. The other thing is I can move up because I know I'm getting my good browns out. So I think I'm gonna do that and get my brown going because I'm building a lot of brown here, and that's gonna be my multiplier. So that is because of his building. So now it's my turn. I'm gonna take this last die here. That's gonna trigger at the end of my turn scoring in this area. I move to the 3. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take 2 build actions. I definitely want to build my brown because two actions because it's about to score. So to build that, it costs me 2 yellows and 3 brown because it's all mine. So I have that for resources because gold are wild. I'm actually gonna pay 2 gold instead of a yellow because I want to hold on to my yellow dice. You'll see why in a second. Oh, I have a crate here. Hello.
Yes, you do.
When you have a crate on your action board, this lets you flip your crate so you can instead, what's it called? So you can use that instead. So I can save those. So put those over there. And then these will come out. And Miguel can choose whichever mastery track he wants to move up 1. Okay, and then I put down my 3 browns here. Let's see. You're so quiet, Miguel. What you thinking about?
I'm just thinking about the game.
Okay, what you thinking about? What's your moves?
Well, I was hoping that's the one thing. It's like when those dice run out, I planned my move around there being 2 dice, one of which I took, and so it ended one step earlier before I thought because I just was thinking through all my options.
Man, it's easy to get tripped up, right? Did you choose one to move up?
I did. I'm on the white track.
Okay, and then for my second action, I am going to.
And the reason I was doing that was because, well, I'll
Why? Explain.
Well, I wanted to come here and do the thing and remove my last yellow house. And
I can spend a gold since I built a building.
And
Did you
put it
want
on
to
the
spend
2
a
spot.
gold to place in a 3?
Yes, I do.
So just give me the gold. So whenever you build a building, you can spend 1 gold to place a marker in a ship that has the same. So you can choose any of these 3s.
Doesn't it come from your supply?
Nope.
Okay, so I'm gonna go here.
So anytime he places now on a ship, he gets to move up in that ship color's mastery. That's a really solid choice. Now it's my turn. I'm gonna place. I kind of feel like I need a place there too. So I'm gonna place that as well.
Okay.
So now every time I place in a ship, I'll also move up on the mastery track. And then, let's see. So that was place.
Bye, James Abraziel. Thanks for showing up,
James, thank you so much for coming in. I hope you have a great Saturday. We appreciate everyone who was spending their morning with us or mid-afternoon or nighttime, depending on where you are.
I always like to say when we do our Sunday streams, do it at 10 a.m. because people can come, they can have their coffee, they can enjoy it.
And then we have late bloomers, maybe.
Right. Or, no, so that those people then can, like, go after the stream or in the middle stream, they can get their fix and then go and have fun for the rest of the day because tomorrow we start work and we all know that Mondays suck. So, that's why I do it. Because if we started at 6 p.m., then you'd be ending your day with us and, man, then you'd have to go right into Monday after seeing this guy talk.
That's
that
true.
Would suck.
That is true.
Man.
Okay, so I move over here. So now we're going to go ahead and score this area. So for scoring, I just want to make sure we don't miss anything. So I'm going to go through the steps as they should go. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to receive 1 gold because I am the person that activated the scoring. I triggered it. I don't think I paid my gold though when I placed. So there's that.
Did you get that before?
No, I had 1.
Oh, no.
Okay, so all players lose the district's local resources from their play area. So I have 1. Do you have any yellows? So I move up 1 on the yellow track, which is really cool. Okay. Then, are you sure you didn't want to move up your yellow when you got that random when I built? Because it's the yellow that's going to score right now. If you have it right now, you don't score any.
Okay, let's do that.
So, yeah, let's just pretend you did that originally.
Yeah.
Okay, all players lose, blah, blah, blah. And then, let's see. So now, we're going to go ahead and score victory points. So, I have a level 3 brown building, and I get 1 victory point per building. So, I get 3 points. Miguel, same thing. He gets 3 points. And then, do we get the additional if the garden is next to us? Let me see. Let me remember.
Yeah. I got 2 gardens next to me. So.
Yes. Yes. So Miguel gets 2 extra points and I get 1 extra point. Perfect. Okay, good. So that's why gardens are so important because it doesn't matter whose it is, you're going to be getting victory points for it.
Important.
So then we return all of the dice. Okay, so all 5 of these dice now come back to yellow. We re-roll them, and yellow is set up for more making. And the game just keeps going. Once all 4 of these are gone, the game ends. So you can see brown is about to go. Blue will probably go soon, and I'm assuming white's going to go fast because even though nobody's built in here, it's about to start happening.
But we've run out of time. Thank you so much for tuning in today.
Okay, it is DeathHawk's turn. He's next. All right, so let's
I am
chat.
going to take a brown of 5.
What are people doing this Saturday? What are Sunday? Oh my God, it's already Sunday. What are people doing to get ready?
What was my whole thing beforehand?
I know. I was thinking it was Saturday for a split second, though. I was like, oh, what are we doing this weekend? I forgot. I'm winding down. I gotta clean after this. Sunday is one of those days where I want to do nothing but play games, but I know my week will be so much better if I put in a few hours to meal prep and clean. Ugh, it's the worst. It's the hardest.
This is going to be interesting. So I am going to...
What are you thinking?
I'm going to build here.
Yes.
That's going to cost me...
Only one. So 1 yellow and 2 browns. Okay?
I'm going to roll. Mm-hmm. 2 browns.
Use the brown on your resource first and save one of those browns for when it triggers.
Forgot that brown is hard to see.
Yes.
Okay. And
so I'm going to go up twice on the yellow mastery track. Can you move me up twice, please? On the yellow.
2.
Because I have 2 projectiles here, and I get to move up one of my choice. And I'm going to move up...
And get a thing.
I really, really want to move up my brown.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to move up the brown. I don't know if I'm going to regret that, but I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll take these back. And Miguel doesn't move up any mastery, because when you're building, you don't get to go up the mastery track. Which is so cool. Oh, and these 2 come back to me. I forgot. Okay,
right,
and then he'll place 1. Okay. All right. So now that he's built there, what's your second action?
My second action.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to use one of my markers, and I am going to place a white building here, and I will move this dice, which will trigger scoring.
Oh, very cool. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. I'm really glad I moved up my 2-pointer then. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and trigger scoring in this area. So Miguel will get the gold because he triggered the scoring. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and does anybody have any brown dice? I do not.
I've got 2.
So go ahead and return both of those. You move up once on the brown track.
Yep.
Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and score victory points. I get 2 victory points because I have 1 building. You are going to get, you're at 1 on the yellow track, so you're going to get 4 victory points. Ah! Oh no. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Can you grab it? I'm so sorry. Thank you. Do you want to just roll it? Ooh, I can't reach that.
Sorry.
It's okay. Okay, so, and that's the scoring. So literally we're down to 3 more rounds. 3 more phases. I don't know, like scoring triggers.
Yeah, this is a kind of a little bit of a brain burner, but that moves really fast.
It moves so fast. Like I told you, we already went up the hill. Now we're
which is what
down.
I really like because it doesn't
Flushing
it doesn't overstay its welcome.
Cousin's graduate dissertation was about Moors, Mongols, and Mongolians and legume agriculture. Title was Peanuts and M&Ms. Peanuts, M&Ms.
Come on, Casey.
I'm sorry. I didn't get it. Okay, so it's my turn. I am going to, let's see. Where do I need to go now? I need some brown in here.
Take 1. Get it.
Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a 6.
Okay.
And I'm going to stay here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go ahead and place a tile marker, a brown one here.
Okay.
That's going to let me immediately place another.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and place it right here.
Okay.
And then that's gonna, do I want to do another brown though? Actually, no. I think what I'm gonna do instead, I'm gonna place a white.
Okay.
How do I want to do this? Knuckles.
Whoa, Knuckles.
Knuckles. Actually, do I want to place a white or do I want to place a yellow in here?
I don't know what you want to do.
You do.
Oh, nuts.
Oh, Knuckles.
No.
Okay, he's chilling.
Okay.
Ooh, I have a little bit of AP. Talk about something. Give me a second. I need a second.
What do you want me to talk about?
I don't know anything. I have a little bit.
What do y'all want to talk about?
Stop it.
I'm just looking at the board state.
Stop
I'm
it.
just
Talk
playing
about
this
talk
game.
about some feelings, some thoughts.
Some feelings and thoughts.
What's your strategy? Because I've been talking about my strategy. You need to talk about your
I
strategy.
really haven't developed a strategy for this game. It's only like the third time I've played it, and I'm just kind of like, I'm trying to weigh like, well, you're going up the mastery track right now. Like you're kind of making some progress there, but is it really doing me that much? Is it that much harm building your buildings? Because it's letting me score. So yeah, I'm not sure right now. Like that I've developed a cohesive strategy that I could utilize in future plays. I mean, you have to be adaptable, obviously, right? Because you got dice rolls coming, you know. But those are mitigated by other things, you know. So it's yeah. The big thing about the game is just paying attention to when scoring is going to happen and make sure that you're not misreading dice, because it can really it can bone you.
Yeah, I feel you. Okay, so for my second action, I think I'm going to place.
I will say this. For the 2-player board, I feel that a couple of squares, a square or two in each district could have been eliminated. If only to make the game more tight in a 2-player game and to really, because right now I don't feel like the last time. I don't know. It's difficult to say.
Oh no, I feel like it's tight. I'm trying to. Let's see. Okay, so I think I'm going to place another action marker here.
Okay.
I'm going to place these two guys right now. Okay, that is my action, and I stayed there. I'm done. It is your turn, and Miguel is in the ziggurat.
So I have to think about what Casey's potentially going to do, and I think what she's going to do. I don't know if she can afford this. What I would do is I would place 2 right here of my color. Well, no, Casey would put 1 brown here. Wait, no, I don't know. I have a strategy. Maybe I shouldn't give it away. Get out of here.
You're in the ziggurat district though right now.
Yeah. So
Knuckles,
I'm going to build.
Knuckles.
Hey. Oh my God, he just.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh my God, just got destroyed.
It's okay. Knuckles says hello, everybody. Hi, Knuckles. Okay, so I do think this is going to be a really tight game. DeathHawk has some good strategy. I kind of wish I wouldn't have reminded him to move up this track instead of this one. So if he wins, it's all because of me. Because I reminded him about a track he forgot about. But we'll see. We'll see how it works out.
Okay.
I'm definitely moving up the mastery track. He isn't.
Right, but that doesn't necessarily mean it'll hurt me.
Okay, so what are your 2 actions? First of all, what die are you taking?
Give me a second.
Okay. Mayor of Canada
I'm gonna
says,
take
skimpy
6.
outfits sure do take up space in the brain. You have to always be thinking about, oh, gee, is too much showing,
Where's
and you're
the
spending
mouse?
a lot of calories
Why is
adjusting. Hey,
Give me the mouse.
I was in the middle of reading something.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you so much. Oh, my goodness. Sorry, Mayor of Canada. I was trying to read, and...
Oh, well, I don't know how that was not
it
on
fell.
the thing.
Remember earlier?
Oh, I thought that you'd put it back on. Okay, so I'm taking the 6. I'm going to move to 3. And I am going to build a house on here. Oh no, all my things are. I'm going to build a house here. That's going to let me go up 1 on the mastery track. And I will spin these 2. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want to read the thing?
No. And then you're going to go ahead and place 1 up here. Okay, so it's, what's your second action?
And then the second action is get a gold.
Mayor of Canada
down
says
a thing.
guitars have a proper size to be good. If they're too small, you have a ukulele, and that's only good in Hawaii. If a guitar is too big, you're now part of a mariachi band. Hey, I do love mariachis. I'll enjoy that music.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's my turn.
What are you thinking? What is your whole thing? What is your whole bag?
I'm going to do this. I'm going to take this die here. Let me move over here. And then for my second action, I'm going to take 2 actions. Let's see. I'm definitely going to build for my first one. So, but how will I place? So I think instead the first thing I'm going to do. Okay, so for my first action, I am going to take this.
Okay.
I don't really just want to go anywhere, I guess. How can I do this? I'm going to stay there, but I am going to take a resource.
Okay.
Oh, but there's only green out, isn't there?
There's only green,
Yeah, I'm not going to do that as my first action. Okay, so for my first action, I will go ahead. Ooh, I'm trying to figure out how I can do this and still have gold. So I want gold. So I really wanted gold in this. Man.
Well, what are you thinking? What is your whole thing? Case. Talk through it.
Let's see. So Miguel's coming there next, so he's gonna build. He build off one of mine. So instead, I'm gonna go ahead. I'll build this building here. That's gonna cost me 1 and 2 white.
Okay.
And Miguel can go. Miguel can go up 1 on the mastery track on the brown. Let's see. This will go back to.
That was there. Okay.
Okay.
This is right? Is this right?
I don't know. No, mine was right here.
Okay.
No. Yeah, that's right, I think.
Okay.
You definitely weren't up twice on both of these. You were up
okay.
one on an extra one on one of them. Cause so for mastery we can track it back. Okay.
Track it back because I thought I was up 2 on yellow.
No. So you got to move up 1 of your choice, and that's when you moved up to the 1 on yellow. Okay. And then you did something that let you move up 1 on the brown. And then your other time for moving up on the brown would have been now.
But I had also
when I placed.
because I had done this too.
That's the other time you moved up on.
Yeah.
Okay. And then this comes down here. So this I lost track what I was doing. Okay, so this gets placed here,
Okay.
and nobody was around me. You moved up already on your brown mastery track, so you're done there.
Okay.
And then that was my first action.
All right. What you gonna do?
Let's see. For my second action, I will go ahead and place what's it called? I will grab this and move Primeval Architect, which I'm not going to. Okay, those are my 2 actions.
Okay.
It is your turn.
I am going to. Casey's tucking in the cat, making sure the cat's not gonna get out and ruin, completely decimate our camera setup here. What do I want to do? I want to. This is tricky. This is really tricky. Okay, I'm going to move. Oh, I don't know what I want to do. All right, let's go ahead and take. If I take a 6, I could stay there. That would be cool. whole.
Okay, so while DeathHawk is thinking about his turn, let's go ahead and get back to the box. So, you move over a little bit. Thank you. Okay, so thinking about what's going on right now, we have a fresh boat over here and over here. We only have 3 over here in in what's it called?
Ziggurat.
The Ziggurat district, and then we have 3 in the shipping district and 3 in this white. The 3 will probably pop off next. You don't grab those, or did you place?
I haven't done anything yet.
You're in here.
Huh? Oh, I'm in. Oh, I thought it was red.
I thought maybe you placed on a brown, and I just didn't see.
Whoops. Okay, so then I am gonna go ahead and.
So once this pops off, then there'll only be 2 more boats that can pop off. So it's gonna go by fast. And so I'm actually a little nervous. I'm not going to be able to get to do everything I want to do. So I hope the game will slow down just a little bit.
Okay.
So I can do a few of the actions I'm hoping for.
4. I'm going to move here. And then my first action, I am going to...
Okay. So speaking of... Let's see. Oh, we should have 2 end games there.
Huh?
We should have 2 end games. Oh no, I completely forgot about those. We never even put them out.
Oh shoot.
It's just, do you remember which ones they are?
No, they're not the... I don't
And it's the first person to get them, so we'll see.
Yeah, that's the one thing we forgot to place on this track. Are not in-game scoring conditions.
It's the first person to get it. So the first
to
person to have 1 building of every color and 1 of these of every color gets 12 victory points. Nobody's done that yet.
Okay.
First person to have 6 of gardens touching your houses and 2 houses.
Hey, Foglight, who are you rooting for? Right now, apparently the poll has us at 50-50.
It's going to be a really
and that
tight
was
game.
determined at the very beginning, so I think chat was just throwing me a bone.
It's going to be a really tight game. I have to look that one up. Put that in order,
Okay.
please. But yeah, no, it's going to be actually a really tight game. I corrected one of DeathHawk's mistakes earlier, and it's making him a little bit more competitive. So I will be keeping track of that see how badly that contributes.
And so in lieu of all this stuff, I am going to take 6.
Let's see.
And I'm going to move here. I am going to... Okay, I'm going to build... I'm going to take this. Go here. Take grain. And then...
I'm just looking, is the port district the one I keep calling the shipping district?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. 1, 2. Okay. Okay. Are you done?
Yeah. I'm gonna spend 1 blue dice for my second action. I'm gonna spend 1 blue. To.
You just take a water.
Get a water. And then. Oh, actually, no. I'm gonna take this back. Oops. I am going to spend 1
Foglight says it
green.
looks really cool. It is really cool. TABANNUSI, I was saying earlier, is really interesting, Foglight, because it's one of those games where you have to scratch each other's backs. So you can only move up the mastery track if people are building off of you, and you can only move up... Well, so it's not that type of action. So first what you do is you place the water down.
I did.
Okay, then he gets to place his garden on top as the second action, and then he would trigger whatever is there.
Yeah, but I take an extra. I take an extra dice.
You don't. You do not get the bottom action.
Oh, you're right.
Okay, so, did you do your 2 things?
The 2 things are done.
Okay, so this guy moves over here.
Okay.
And but it's really interesting because so you can't move up the mastery track, which gets you more points for your buildings unless people use you to build, and you have to have buildings to benefit from moving up the mastery track. So it is very cool indeed. Let's see. I am going to... So I'm in here. I want to take a... Let's see. So I'm going to take a 6 and stay in here.
Okay.
And then for my first action, I'm going to get 2 victory points and take 2 of my markers because I don't have any markers.
Okay.
For my second action, I'm going to place a yellow in here.
Okay.
And I'm going to place that right here and get a gold.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I am going to take this.
Yeah, you really do have to be aware of everything. Also, the die you choose tells you where your next turn is going to be. And then in that turn area, you take 2 actions. So Miguel just took a die with a 3. So he had to move to the district labeled 3. And then he had to, next turn, he'll take his actions in District 3. Right now, he's in District 5. So you have to have a lot of awareness of your next moves for sure.
All right, that's my...
You have to move your meeple.
That's my move. Oh, yep.
And then, let's see. So it's my turn again.
Okay.
Ooh. I kind of want to live in here a little bit. So I think I'm going to take another 6.
Yeah, Foglight.
stay
It is a bit interesting. It can be a little bit confusing. In a good way. I mean, it's really cool. Because you know, if things could pop off like really fast, like if everybody went to different districts for the first like 4 turns and what have you, or actually the first 8 turns, you could have a situation where one district has several dice and one district with lots of dice and then 4 other districts that only have 1 dice. That's presuming the dice rolls, you know, would allow that kind of the pips would allow that kind of movement. But yeah, it's fun. It's a fun mechanic.
And then my second action, I could do that, but I really want. Let's see. Now let me go my last yellow. Okay, so I'm thinking. Instead of the 6, I think I'm going to instead change to a 2. I've done the 2 instead and have moved here. And then for my next action, I'm going to release 2 of these and take 2 victory points.
Okay.
Okay. This is tough because I feel like if you're trying to do too much at once, you can really get screwed. And I definitely felt like in the beginning of this game, I was spreading myself too thin, trying to do so many things. And you have to also anticipate the ending of the game because it triggers so quickly. Because we have a few places that are about to trigger and we only have 3 more triggerings left. Because as soon as the boat empties with dice, it triggers a scoring phase and you only have 5 total. And this has 3, this has 2, this is 2. So I have a feeling the game end is actually going to happen before we know it, which is insane.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go
for sure.
Here, take the 1.
Okay.
And then, woof. How do I do this? First action, I am going to.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking I'm going to just go ahead and build this.
Okay.
So it's going to cost me 2 whites.
4 whites total.
4 whites.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, oh right, 4 whites because it's white.
Yeah,
buildings.
and those go back to the supply.
Yep.
Okay, I can take all that. And then he's gonna go ahead and
build 2 whites.
Yeah, and nothing happens. Nobody goes up the mastery track. Nothing happens.
And I pull this, and I get a gold.
Okay.
All right. For my second action.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this is tricky.
Yeah, this is definitely crunchy, especially when you're like, it's this tight. Right now we have a 4-point difference, but I know once scoring happens, it'll be much closer. If not, DeathHawk might overcome it. It just depends on where. I love that nobody has done any white mastery.
Yeah.
So that white building means nothing to you right now.
Yeah, I know. Let's see. I'm gonna go.
Which is something I keep thinking about for reals.
I'm gonna go ahead and. Oh man, I don't have any. Markers. Well, that sucks. So I'm gonna move. I'm gonna go ahead and move my guy. I'm just gonna keep him there, and then I'm gonna take green.
Okay.
Thingy.
And that's the second action. Okay.
That's my second action.
So for my first action, let's see if I want to move back. I think I do right away. I don't want to trigger this right away. So, because if I do 3, I can come over here.
Yeah, Foglight. That's what I'm still trying to figure out about this game is like, is it possible to kind of have your hands dipped into every single area on the board and still do very well?
No, I feel like you really need to focus because I feel like I'm doing that and I'm spreading myself too thin.
But it's
and
hard
I'm
to focus on. I don't understand. Right, but I mean, like for the mastery track. See, the mastery track depends on the other player building your building so that you can go up on the mastery track. But how do I force you into a situation where you have to build my buildings? You know? And yeah. But you're right. But so like then you have this shipyard thing, and it's like we haven't really even fully taken advantage or explored this thing.
Okay, so I think for my first action, I'm going to how do I want to do this? Okay, I can do that. Okay, so for my first action, I am going to take this action. I'm not going to buy anything.
Okay.
I have these to lay. I'm definitely going to lay a garden here. That's going to give me 3 victory points.
Okay.
I'm going to lay a garden here. That's going to give me one of these babies.
Okay.
For my supply. And then I'm going to... Oh, I was supposed to put this down first. If I wanted to put it down. But I don't need to. I don't know what I want to do with that. And then for my second action, I'm going to put one more white out. I'm going to put it right here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. Oh, and I should have put this out. Oh, no. And this out.
Yeah, that's rough.
Oh.
And the action markers are just add a whole other thing on there because of the fact that you can...
No, I think instead what I'm going to have done...
Okay.
Because that'll save me 1 action marker is do this action.
Okay.
Yeah, this is what I'm going to do.
Okay.
So this will get returned.
Okay.
I'm going to take this action instead.
Okay.
And I'll have done this one first. And I can place 1 more garden then.
Okay.
And this is going to... I'm going to place my garden right here. Right here.
Okay.
And then right here.
Okay.
And 1 marker has to go down, and I get 2 pips, but I only have 1. Oh, I'm down to 2. I have 2 left. I need to build some buildings. Everything's on the board. That's it. That's all I have left. Shoot. Okay, so those are my 2 actions. I'm here. I'm done.
Okay.
It's your turn.
Okay, so let's go ahead.
I'm going to trigger the scoring on my next turn, and then we'll only have 2 more scoring phases left.
Okay, so let's do this.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to take...
A 6?
6.
So where are you going to go?
Wait,
You can't go to 3 or 5.
I don't need to do that. Huh?
No, I was just saying you can't go to 3 or 5 if you take 6.
I'm going to go ahead and do 3.
Okay.
And then my 2 actions, I'm going to take 4 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And unlock 4 of those.
Unlock
Damn,
4
you
of
have
those.
a lot.
I have 4.
No, but you look how many he has, and
I have
all
4
of these
more.
plus 4. It's insane.
How many do you have?
I am down to 2.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So he comes over here. So now it's my turn. I'm going to take this and trigger the scoring. So
Okay.
I have to go to 4, which I think I'm okay with. And then I'm going to build this building first.
Okay. Which building?
This one here. So it's going to cost me 2 yellow and 2 white, which I have. Sorry about that. Was that a 2? Screw it. Doesn't matter. Okay. And then this comes off. Can you grab 2 yellows for me? There we go. That gives me 2 more now in my supply. See how much this is filling up? It definitely would not be as interesting at 2-player if they didn't have this board. And it makes it very much more interesting, in my opinion. Okay, so I built that building for my first action, and I'm gonna spend a gold to place one of my markers, and I'm gonna place it, where do I wanna go? Oh. So every time I place, I get to move up.
Yeah, I could have done that.
And I can move up on my white, which would give me a free marker. That is true. I can only place in a level 2, though. I guess I'll place in this one in case I get to do any more gardens.
Okay.
I'll place there, and I move up on the brown.
Okay.
My white is so low. And then that was my first action. My second action, I'm going to... I need 2 blue dice to do that. What am I going to do? Let's see. Okay, I'm going to do this and take that die. So I'm going to move my architect. I need brown dice there. And I'm going to take a yellow. I'm going to move over here. Will that work?
I don't know.
Will that work? I'm thinking. Man, I'm sorry. I'm thinking. Yes, I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Because otherwise I need to move here. It'll give me a yellow, but I don't have one. Yeah, I'm going to come here. I'm done. Your turn. Oh, and we trigger the scoring. So for the scoring first, we're going to look at, do you have any white dice? No. Okay, so we'll just re-roll these. Nobody gets any points, mastery points for white. When'd you get up?
When I did this.
You have to go up brown.
Oh, it's the brown.
Yeah. Cheats.
Shoot.
Cheats.
No, that was my fault.
It's okay. I was like, no, you did not go up that. Okay, cool. So we do that. We score, let's see. I score 4 times 2. So I get 8 points for my yellow building and 4 points for my brown. So I get 12 points from scoring. So I'm at 43.
Okay.
And what about you?
I get 1, I don't know. What do I get? 2 times.
So, no, I don't get 4 times that. I get plus 2. Subtract 2 on mine. I get 2 times 2 is 4, plus 2 is 6, plus 4 is 10. So that's perfect. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And this is 1 yellow times 1 plus 1 gives you 2 points. And then you have whites, but it's not multiplied by anything, but it is next to a garden, so plus 1.
2, 3.
No, just 1.
1.
You don't have, it's multiplied by 0.
Oh shoot! Because I'm not.
So you get the plus 1 though because of the garden.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's it.
Yep,
And I got the gold because I triggered.
Woof.
Your turn. Okay. Foglight says, in every game I always want to do all the things and I spread myself too thin.
Okay,
I'm not sure if I think DeathHawk might have read that, but I feel the exact same way. And I think I'm salvaging it. I don't know. I'm hoping. I don't think I'm going to be able to complete my end goal. And when this triggers, DeathHawk is going to get 10 points. I'm only going to get 5. And he's going to get something because of this right here. he set up to get 10 because he came in after me. I did all the hard work. And then...
that's the one thing I didn't say to you when I did.
You took all 3.
Oh, so I did, yeah. Oh, okay. So I did a lot of hard work.
I gave you the advice to do that last time.
No, you didn't. I was when you did that. I was like, well, I'm just gonna go there and do it.
No, not this time. I was talking about last time we played. Lies. No lies. You know what? DeathHawk's crafty. I'm not giving him enough credit. He's setting up. He's setting up.
I'm setting
He's
up.
killing it.
I'm gonna make a brown building.
Okay.
Put that brown building right here.
Oh, you're gonna do nice. So you get to choose. Oh no. Was it gray or was it multicolored?
It's
yeah,
gray.
you get to choose.
I get to do that, and I also get my extra.
I believe neither. It's probably astute Foglight to believe
that's
neither.
Astute observation.
I know.
Okay.
Okay, so what was your second action?
My second action is. Guess I could do. Let's do this.
What you thinking?
I'm gonna pay a blue. I'm gonna pay a green.
You're gonna get a water and a garden.
Get a water. Get a garden. And then I am going to build.
So first he places the water. He gets nothing from that. But then he's going to place the garden and put one of his things on top. And he gets nothing now. However, now when this triggers and scores, everything scores at least once at the end of the game.
Yep.
Everything will score once. But if it triggers again, he'd score this additionally. Those points. That was a good move. Okay, so for my guy, I have a 5. Do I want to move up here? I would trigger this scoring if I came up here. And then I could place in here and get 2 times the thing. So I think I'm going to do that. I think that makes sense. Ooh, but I do need to build to get my end game. It's like, what do I want to do here? End game or this? Oof, it's so hard to decide. I don't think... Are you going to get your end game? I don't think I'm going to get my end game. I'm a little nervous. I think I'm going to take the 5.
I'm going to tell you if I'm going to get my end game.
Tell me. Tell me. I saw. Okay, so I'm going to come over here. So for my first move, I'm going to build this.
Oh, shit. No, I'm not going to get it.
You're not going to get it?
Unless a miracle happens. Never mind. I did this way too soon. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do it.
You're not going to be able to do it? Okay, I guess
Maybe I can do it. Maybe I can do it. No, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build these 2. If I put one more down and then build, which I could totally do, how much would that cost me?
Post incoming from Bladio22.
Hey, Bladio22, thank you so
up,
much
bud?
for
Thanks for
hosting the
hosting.
channel. We are playing, to anybody who's watching, TABANNUSI. This is a game sponsored by Board and Dice, and we were so grateful to them because we love, oh, hello, my apologies, I rated but forgot an underscore. Oh, thanks so much for the raid,
Thanks
Bladio.
so much, Bladio. Appreciate that.
My name is the worst with underscores. I'm gonna go
That's her
ahead and give
name.
a shout
Her
out.
name is Worst with Underscores. My name is comma period question mark.
Ah, you're playing some Stardew Valley, so
Oh,
hopefully
sweet.
some viewers still find y'all. I'm sure they will. And if there's anybody who's new here, I'm Brain in a Jar. This is my co-host Johnny DeathHawk. This is Knuckles, the kitty cat who tries to destroy our board games.
Every time.
And,
Every damn time.
And we're playing TABANNUSI. And this is it's My Melt Sunday. So this is a pretty crunchy board game. We have 2 more phases left, so you're at the perfect time. Stakes are high right now.
Stakes are high, and the game is going to trigger end probably pretty quick.
The game's going to trigger for sure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place 1 more of these down. I'm going to place it here. I think this is going to be actually pretty sweet. Okay? That's going to let me pull one of these. I have to pull the highest. Okay? Then for my second action, I'm going to trigger the build. Okay. That's going to cost me 2 brown and 3 yellow, which I have here. Okay? So I pay those. So I pay these resources,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna build. Can you grab me 3 yellows? Okay. And those are my 2 actions. What are you thinking?
Man, I don't think I'm going to be able to accomplish what I've set myself up to do. Actually,
I'm definitely not going to get my end game. There's no way it's going to trigger
I'm not
before
going to be able to do my end game.
before I want to. That's cool. I like that. I want a game to end. I don't want a game to overstay its welcome, especially a mind melt.
Yeah.
It sucks when a mind melt, you're struggling. And so here's the thing. There's games that have a specific number of rounds, and there's games that you trigger the ending by how well you're playing the game.
Yeah.
This is one of those that I think finds the nice in-between, where you can be playing the game poorly, but you're still going to trigger the end game.
Yeah.
It's dependent on you. There's not a set number of rounds, but there kind of is, because there's only so many dice, and you have to take a dice when you do the action.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
No, yeah.
Versus like a game like On Mars, okay, which is another very heavy game from Vital Lacerda. And I love On Mars, but if you're sucking at On Mars, that game is going to take forever. No, I'm not
complexity
saying...
wise.
It's a 4, and On Mars is a 4-5. So no, it is not. What I'm trying to focus in on is not the heaviness. It's the ability to end the game. On Mars, if you're playing it poorly, that game is going to take longer because you won't be triggering the things that cause the end of the game, which is how well you're doing, right? In TABANNUSI, you hope to play the game well, but like if for some reason you are struggling, it's not going to overstay its welcome. It'll give you an opportunity to get better at it, which I like.
I'm going here.
Also, the setup is fantastic. It's so quick for a heavy game. I never see brain burners with this kind of setup that are so convenient. I even feel like it's a little bit more of an easier setup than Tekenhu, because Tekenhu you have to worry about all the cards. I don't know about sulking because we haven't played it. We haven't gotten it to the table yet.
Man.
Mayor of Canada, Orleans is exactly 18 turns. I fucking love Orleans. That is a great game. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Azul Summer Pavilion is exactly 6 rounds. See, I like that. I prefer timing like that in a game versus when you power the timing of a game. For example, you have
this does work out. Thank you.
Kalis 1303 and the original Kalis. The original Kalis, you power the ending based off how quickly you're moving down the map. 1303, it's a set number of rounds. I prefer the new 1303.
Orleans versus Altiplano. Orleans. We called
Altiplano.
Yeah.
Altiplano. I liked the theme better, but I didn't like the gameplay better.
Extra steps.
It didn't what it did for the game for me wasn't enjoyable. Where you at?
I'm right here.
Are you done?
No, I haven't started.
Oh,
okay,
this guy should be
so
over
let's
here.
do gold.
Brown's gonna
marker.
trigger again. Look, these two, we're about to end the game.
Jesus Christ.
Because once these 2 boats are empty, the game ends. But he didn't go there next. And I can't go there next because I have a 4. I have to go here.
Yeah.
So, but if you chose a 1, you would trigger the game end.
I am going to...
Foglight says, I love games with a finite number of turns. Exactly, Foglight. Me too. I also appreciate it when everybody gets the same amount of turns. In Builders of once the game end is triggered, the round finishes. So if Miguel triggers that game, I get 1 more turn. Then we both get another turn. If I trigger the game, it's over and we both get another turn. So no matter what, there's going to be 1 final round. You're done? Okay, so I'm going to trigger this. So I take the 4. Okay, and the 4 is going to move me here.
Okay.
My first action is take a gold and an action marker.
Damn, I am so...
And then I'm going to spend a green and a gold to place
so effed.
ooh, what is that? How do you score on that one again? The top one? I actually might want to do that one instead.
It's 1 times...
Because that'll move me up on the white track.
Something or other.
Let me see. Where is it? I got to do a quick rules check. Okay, DeathHawk, what are you worried about while I'm doing this rules check? What are you thinking? You're sounding defeated. What are you thinking?
Well, let's see. How can I do this? Hey, what up, board game spam? How you doing?
What's up, board game spam? We are playing some TABANNUSI from Board and Dice. This is crunchy. I actually think you guys would like this. This would be so dope to play 4-player.
Woof.
Yeah, this would be insane. We're on the 2-player board, which I appreciate. I'll say it again. I love it when a designer can give me a player board for a game that involves area stuff. That's for smaller player counts. This is for 1 to 2 players if you're doing solo or 2-player mode. Yeah, seriously, it's crunchy. I don't think I want to do that. I think I'm going to do...
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe I can do this.
I'm going to put this right here. Okay, this will give me a free one. This will give me a gold. What do I want? I think I want the gold. I think I'll take the gold. I think I need it. I'm desperate. And then I'll place my marker here. And that's going to score there. Okay, so now we score. So, we just emptied this boat.
Oh, you emptied that one.
We just emptied this boat. Does anybody have any green dice? No. So, we're just going to refill this. And then we're going to score each section. So, in this section, Miguel gets 10 points and I get 5. Man. So, basically, Miguel's getting 5 points on that one. And I'm getting nothing because he's just getting more than me. And then this one is going to get 2 points for every garden that's next to a house combo. So let me triple check on scoring that so I have the wording right. So it says, because I know you're going to score a lot on this one. Okay.
Yeah, but you scored 2 times. I only scored 1 time.
Yeah. For each of your buildings, which is adjacent to at least 1 garden tile. So let's go for orange first. 1, 2, 3. You don't get bonuses for pants. No points for pants.
4.
No, you don't get the... Oh, yeah, 4. Yeah. So you get 4 points.
5.
No, I already gave that one to you.
How many? 4?
4. And then I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Ooh, because I get double. Okay, that worked out nicely. Yep. Okay, so that's the scoring for this round. Oh, and I got the gold for that.
Yep.
So now we have one final triggering. Ooh, it's almost over, y'all. It's almost over. As if this boat triggers, the game triggers end, or maybe this one, the blue might pop off first.
Okay, this might actually score me a bunch of points. So I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go here.
So Miguel's gonna trigger the game round on his next turn.
I am going to. Okay, so it gives me. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is.
There's no way I can complete it.
I'm gonna take 2 actions.
I have 2 more turns.
I'm gonna take 2 actions. I'm gonna do a brown building. So I don't think I have a brown one built yet. So I'm gonna do a brown building there.
There's no way I can do it.
And my second action, I'm going to build that building.
This is awful. And look, these are only giving me 4s and 5s, y'all. So I can't even come over here on my next turn because these are only there's only 4s and 5s. Ugh, that's awful.
And
I got stuck hardcore on that.
I have 1 building in each here, and I have 1 building of each color, and I'm going to score 12 points.
Whoa! Whoa! DeathHawk just scored 12 points on me.
90% of the time, I tend to make those proclamations. Ranger immediately shuts me down, says, wait, you can't do that because you already either took too many turns, you're playing the game wrong. This time.
Whoa! Oh my goodness.
When I was panicking over here going, I don't think I can do this, I was forgetting how movement and action selection works in the game, which you will always do in this game. And I was able to do it. I was able to pull it off. With some gusto.
I think I can't, don't, guys, I can come back. I know he's beating me by 4 points now. That was huge. That was huge, DeathHawk. That was huge.
I don't think I'm going to win.
No, I'm not going to be able to complete my final for sure.
Legends is asking if you need a player switch.
Don't do it. No, you can't. I gotta see. We gotta see this out, guys. If there's ever a time, we're so tight on this. I don't know if you can see the score right here, but this is insane. So, crunchy games. I will say this. Sometimes DeathHawk, crunchy, these type of heavyweight games, hit or miss. I feel like this one is very easy to connect with once you know the rules.
Yeah.
For it being a weight of 4. Like, I actually think this one's almost easier to connect with than, like, Tekenhu. No, you don't agree?
I love Tekenhu.
Oh, me too. But I feel like Tekenhu was less, it's one that I have to, like, relearn and understand. This one, everything makes so much sense the way they connect with the board, in my opinion. I think the mechanics just make a lot of sense. I think
together. this is as far as a teach goes, this would be a million times easier to teach than, like a Tekenhu.
So I have 2 strats here, y'all. I have 2 strats, okay?
Ray, I'm so very wrong.
So very wrong about games. What is going on?
Thank you very much.
Yes. Hello. Matthew Poco going on in the house. I'm just going to do a little switch over.
If you're not listening to So Very Wrong About Games, they are one of the best podcasts on...
I think they were voted that.
They were. That was a Board Game Geek.
I think that happened.
It did happen, yeah.
For sure. Yes. No, thank you so much for the raid.
The only 2 podcasts I listen to, Board Game Barrage and So Very Wrong About Games.
Yeah, and if y'all didn't know, they stream board games.
They stream board games all the time.
Especially Saturday mornings.
They are the car talk guys of board games. That's what you say. That's what I always say. That's what I tell Casey. That's a dumb joke. And I'm like, it's not a joke. It's true. They are the car talk guys of board game streaming.
I think I don't associate with that because I can't stand that show, the Car Talk show. Just because I don't like cars.
Me neither. And I still listen to it.
I know you do.
I don't know what a carburetor is.
But I do love listening to So Very Wrong About Games.
Dual field super injection V12.
I enjoy the board game talk. Okay, so today, anybody who just came in, anybody who's been watching, we are playing TABANNUSI.
We were playing Reichbusters. I'm assuming
that's interesting. I'll have to check out the VOD on that and see what that's about.
Well, it looks like you're fighting Germans. You're defeating the Reich, the Third Reich. Maybe the Fourth, maybe the 11th.
I just immediately thought Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
So maybe like German ghosts.
German Nazi ghosts.
Please tell me, So Very Wrong About Games, this game is about defeating German Nazi ghosts, because that would be incredible. Okay, so we are playing TABANNUSI. We are about to end this game, y'all. You came at the perfect time. Chat could not decide earlier who was going to win. It was 50-50
Which
split.
Never happens.
Well, honestly, this is one of the tightest games we have had. So, let's go ahead. Let's go to our overhead. This is
Sunday. The Super Nitro Director Supercars, you'll pay for the whole seat, but you only need the edge.
Nice, Mary Canada. Oh my gosh. Many Nazi zombies were killed. Oh.
Nice.
So we were close. We were very close. Okay. So TABANNUSI, crunchiness going on right now. We're very tight. We have a 4-point difference. DeathHawk is in the lead because he just triggered one of the end game. He got the 12 pointer.
Doing the math in my head right now, which is not my strong suit, and I don't think I'm going to be able to win. I might be able to win.
So here's the deal. This is what could happen. I could get this 10-point one and that sign, which lets me increase some stuff on my step. So I could get the 10-point if I can get 6 gardens touching my building and 2 buildings in here. So I could come here twice.
J-Lo, that's nasty.
Oh, there's no way though, because that would trigger 1 boom, 1 boom. Because I have, okay, so he's gonna trigger on his next turn. So that means I have this turn, another turn, and another turn. I have 3 turns left in this game.
What? Who's first player?
You're first player.
Damn.
I have 3 turns left in this game. So I could get
3
two
turns?
I have 3 turns left in this game. Should I say
Moving your
it again?
guy doesn't count as a turn.
No.
It's taking the...
I have 3 districts.
Huh?
3 district activations. I have this one. Then you're going to trigger the end game.
Yeah.
And I get 1. And then we get a whole nother round. And that's the final round.
Wait, I'm going to trigger that. That only means that you get the 1 round.
And then we do 1 full round. So you have...
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You have
okay.
2 turns left. I have 3
Is that
turns
how
left.
I don't think that's how it works.
You can check the end game, but I know how it works. I check the rules. Okay, so I'm over here.
So whoever,
Well,
so
hold on,
whoever
let me
ends it,
work
that
through
round
this.
finishes, and then a whole other round occurs.
Yeah.
That's what you're...
Thank you for the rules check,
Well,
J Lojo, even though I'm
Thanks,
correct
Eagle.
and
Since you
it wasn't
paid
necessary.
for it, I wasn't going to look, but now I'm going to look.
So what happens now is I would need 6 gardens touching my buildings though. I have 1, 2. This one isn't technically touching. I have 1, 2. I have 3, 4, 5. I only have 5 gardens. So I would also have to be
Okay.
able to place the garden. Hold on one sec.
Okay.
You read it to yourself because I know I'm right. It's 1 final round.
Well, chat might not like to know.
You can confirm it once you. Do me a favor. Let me work through this. Okay, thank you. So if I move here though, then I can place and get the 3 points per garden next to. Oh man, I'm debating hard on this. I think I need to do that instead because 2 4s won't let me do it. Because if I get 2 okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 5. This is what I'm gonna do. So do 5. That's gonna let me move over here. Oh, this should have been back over here. I'm gonna do 5. That's gonna let me move over here. Then I'm gonna spend a blue and a gold, and I'm gonna put one of my buildings. I'm gonna put my building here. Did you confirm it, by the way? What did you read?
So this is how it functions: is that I go, I'm gonna end the game on this turn, right? Then you go because you're my player to my right.
Yes, and then everybody gets a whole nother turn.
And then we go 1 more.
Exactly.
All right, but you're making it sound like you've got 3 more turns.
I do. This is my first. Then you're gonna go. Then I get a second. Then we do 1 more round, and I get a third.
Oh shit.
Oh my god, DeathHawk, you're killing me.
That's ridiculous.
You're killing
That's
me, Smalls.
ridiculous. This game is set up for Casey to try and pull out some bullshit, man.
Get out of here. Okay, I'm gonna come here. Man, I really wish there's a way I could lay 1 more garden, but that's okay. This gives me an extra white, and then I could build, but I don't even have any white mastery. I don't need that. I'm gonna come up here, and I'm gonna move up 1 on any mastery track that I want to.
Okay.
And I'm gonna move, I have 3 browns, so I'm equal, but I have a little bit more brown. So I'm gonna move up once on the brown.
Okay.
And then for my next action, ooh, should I take the 2 hit to move up once on the brown? It'll be worth it, right? Because that'll be 3 times my buildings. 3 times 3 is 9, as opposed to 6. So that gives me 1 point. 3 times 2, 6. Yeah, I'm gonna take the hit of 2, and I'm gonna move up 1 more in the brown.
No, but you don't get that because you don't get it. You only get. Oh yeah, you do get that.
I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm not talking about the stuff to the right.
Woof.
Okay, so those are my 2 actions. I move over here. I'm mathing it out, guys. I want to win. I want to beat DeathHawk. Okay, what are you doing? What are you thinking?
There's no way.
You might. You might. You're killing it right now.
I'm killing it right now, but I haven't gone up enough on the mastery track.
I'm hoping the mastery track saves me,
That is what's gonna save you. Because I'm on the brown track, and I've only got 1 brown property.
Bladio says, sorry, had to lurk a bit to grab some snacks because I was very hungry. What are you snacking on?
Woof.
Bladio?
Woof.
I need some snacks.
Woof.
I need some snacks bad after this. We had pizza last night, and it was amazing. I got their specialty at Pagliacci. They're from Seattle. It was eggplant with an Argentinian chimichurri sauce. It was really good. And of course, my classic garlic pizza. Whole roasted garlic cloves, spinach, and flakes of Italian sea salt. It was amazing. Bladio says they're snacking on some cheese, crackers, and guac. That's incredible. That sounds amazing. I love guacamole. Avocado is like my favorite thing in the world. I just wish they weren't so pricey right now because we have like a big tax on them and everything. All this business with the avocados. And avocado trees are really hard to care for. I just don't have the thumb for it.
I just don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Guactober! Near Canada. That was good. What are you doing?
Man.
Where do you go? What number did you take? It was a 6?
Yeah, I'm just...
Oh, so you get to move anywhere? You fucking lucky duck.
Yeah. But...
Oh my god.
Okay, so here's what
Think about endgame scoring.
I know. I'm going to have to do this.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and take 2 victory points.
You fucking cheap, whatever.
Hey, this is a sponsored
that was 3.
stream. I'm
you
taking
took
off.
4?
I'm taking 4.
People can stick the swear shark on me if they want to.
Listen, it's your stream. Board and Dice can. I don't know. Board and Dice may be like, you're filthy mouth. We're not giving you more games. No more games for Casey.
They're European. They curse.
Oh, that's true. They're more. Yeah, they're like.
Oh my god. They do that, right? Okay, so you come over here.
Yep.
Man, okay, that's interesting. Okay, so I'm over here. So here's the deal. I can take a 1 or a 2. I can build the whites. I don't really care about building the whites, though.
Man, this is rough.
And then I'm stuck there. Okay, so I have 2 turns left. I'm definitely
Guactober.
here.
What's Guactober?
Guactober.
I imagine it has something to do with guacamole.
Yeah.
Smocktober.
Man. Okay, so for my first action, do I want to come over here, guys, or do I want to come over here? Ooh. This is really, really a tough call.
Hey guys. Croctober.
Those Crocs are so dirty. Oh my god, stop it! Board and Dice does not approve of that. Oh, you triggered the end game. Hello. You didn't do the scoring.
We gotta do the scoring.
Yeah. Okay, so he gets the gold. Do you have any brown? Oh, I have to return my brown, you jerk.
Sorry.
So you do too. We both go up 1 on the brown mastery track. So I go up again. Ooh, I really need to get up to the top of that brown mastery track. Is there any way for me to do it? Okay, so all of these get re-rolled. And then we're gonna do some scoring over here. So I have 3 yellow buildings and I'm at a level 2 on the yellow. So that's gonna give me 6 plus 1, 7 points. And then I'm at 59. And then I have 1 brown that gives me 3 points. Okay, and then you have 3 yellows next to a garden, so you're at 4 points. Ooh, beans, chili beans. Okay, so now that's it for that. Okay, so I'm gonna go, how should I do this? I only have 2 turns left, so there's no way for me to do it all. So for my first, I wish there was a way for me to place like a thing, you know what I mean? You do. Oh, I could do that. Okay, so I'm gonna take a 2. That's gonna send me here, okay? And then I'm gonna spend these 2 together to place a building. Oh, I have to take from the thing, but I can't. I'm gonna place it here, and that's going to increase me 1 on the brown mastery track. Do I want to do that? Wait, hold on.
Oh, baby, you're taking too long.
Yeah, I want to do that. I'm sorry. Increase me 1 here on the brown mastery track.
Okay, you get to take a
Oh no,
resource.
the first thing I would have done is this and this.
Babe.
And then this comes here.
Okay, do you see all this swapping?
No, there's no swapping.
There's
no cheats.
There's a lot of cheating.
You need to quit it. There's no cheats over here. Oh man, but I don't have the colors I need. Oh, there's no way. Okay. I'm not gonna be able to do what I want to do, but it's fine.
Okay.
And then I come over here.
Okay.
It's your turn. Final round.
Okay.
Final round. Final 2 turns. Oh my god.
All right. I'm going to.
This is gonna be so tight. I can't believe you're still ahead of me 4 points.
I'm subtracting 2 points.
Okay. You're moving up
Going
where?
Up 1 on here.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And then for my second move.
Uh huh.
Guess for my second move, I will I'll build a house.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I'll build a house.
Oh, I like that. Okay. I have plans.
I'm gonna build a house.
Oh!
I'm gonna build a house here.
Oh no,
That's
that'll
gonna
only
cost
let me
me
do.
Baby, you don't have finishing moves. Don't pretend to. I'm gonna build a house there. That'll let me go up 1 on the mastery track. I guess it doesn't really matter anymore. Go that way.
I don't have moves. I thought I had some moves.
And then that's my turn. Yeah, that's
This is so tough. Oh man, I don't know, guys. I don't know.
Ooh, I get to place a thing because I emptied out all my things. I get to place a thing on here, and because I did all of this.
No. Oh yeah, you get these 2 gold. You get 2 gold. Well, you don't have to use this. This is with victory points if you don't use it at the end of the game.
Never. I'm not gonna do that.
And then when you place here, you move up 1 on the white mastery track. Ooh,
Oh,
guys,
right.
I'm nervous.
Oh, I did it.
Guys, I'm nervous. I'm really
I
nervous.
focused really. I went hardcore on yellows.
Oh no, I'm really nervous. Okay, so it's my turn. My final turn, guys. Final turn. I get a yellow. Final move.
Oh, I didn't even take a blue dice. Take my blue dice.
Oh, okay. I can do this. Okay, so for my first move, I'm going to take these 3. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to take a garden, and I'm going to get myself one of my actions. Then I'm going to go ahead and do this for my second move. I don't need any blue, but first I can go ahead and place. I can only place 1 water down. Okay. So I'm going to place it. You're here. Here. And then I'm going to place it on top. And I'm going to return 1 yellow, one gold, wild, to move me up, boom, and get me 3 victory points. 1, 2, 3. And I'm all the way at the top of the mastery. Oh, I could go 1 more and get 4. Damn, if only I had the power. Okay, that's it. We're at the end of the game. So, end game. This is how it works, okay? We're going to go through each of these districts, and we're going to do final victory points. So, it was a 50-50 shot between DeathHawk and me, okay? 50% of chat thought DeathHawk was going to win 50%. That was earlier. So, I'm sorry for anybody who didn't get to vote. I need to get one that lasts longer. But I don't even need it.
Oh.
Yeah, let's do it just in case.
You don't need it.
No, I don't think I do. I know the game. Yeah. And the urban cards. Okay, cool. So let's go 1 through 5. So District 1. Okay. So we do the same district scoring as we've been doing. So all players lose local resources. Do you have any brown?
Nope.
No? Okay. So then we're going to score. So I have a yellow. I have 3 yellow and 1 brown. So my yellow is multiplied by 2. So that's 6 plus 1, 7. Plus 3. So I get 10 points. I'm at 75. Miguel, you're at 3 houses. And you're multiplying it by 2. Plus 1. So that's 7. Okay? So you're at 70.
Okay.
That's the scoring for this phase, okay? For number 2, I have 1 building, you have 2 buildings, so we can do you first. You have 3 yellows times 2, because that's where his mastery track is, so that's 6, plus 2, that's 8, so you're at 78. And then this guy... When did you get that little fucker out there? Oh my goodness.
That was what got me the 12 points.
Oh man. And you're getting off my garden. Wait, when you built that, I would have been able to go up 1 mastery of my choice.
Go up a mastery.
Yeah, I'm going to go up this one. And then that would give me 1 extra point here. Thanks, DJ Lojo. I appreciate you. I just wanted somebody to trigger my swear shark. That's all I wanted in life. Okay, so for this guy, you get 2 points plus 1, 3 points.
There's a lot of shaking emojis on here. Jerry, oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Okay, so let's see. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm brown. I'm 3 times 4 is 12, 13, 14, 15. See that?
Mm-hmm.
You see that? 86, 91. Okay? And then over here in this district, my keyboard now has Parkinson's. Oh my goodness. Okay, so for in this district, I have 2 here. So that gives me 8 points. And then 2 here times 2, 4, 5, 6.
No, that's me. That's me.
This is me.
Oh, sorry.
I'm not touching you. Yeah, I'm gonna. Okay, and then for you, you have this guy, which gets you 2, 3, 4. We have this 2 whites times 2, 4, 5, 6. 91. Then we're gonna score here. Okay, so the way this district scores, we never triggered it, but we're gonna score what's in the column, right? So I only get 2 points here. So I'll get 2 points, and DeathHawk is gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4 points. Do you see that? 1, 2, 3, 4 points. Okay, and then in this place, now we're triggering over here. DeathHawk is gonna get 10 points, so he's at 105 for this one. For this one, you get 1 times every building that has a garden next to it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you get 5 points. And then for that one, it's a 0 multiplier, so he doesn't quite get anything for it. For me,
Quite get anything.
I get 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo! This is close, y'all. And then I'm gonna get 3 times every building with a garden next to it.
Jesus.
And I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I get 12 points. So I'm at 24.
Yep.
And then final scoring is, did you get your urban card? I did not get mine.
I did not.
My urban card, I needed 3. Oh no, we froze up top.
Huh? No, we didn't.
Yes, we did. They can't even see us
We're
doing our
here.
thing.
What are you talking about?
Oh no, sorry guys. I don't know when that happened, but this is where we are on the board. So sorry. I just was moving my hand over.
I'm sure
and I
everybody
realized.
was trying to frantically keep up with your finger.
Okay, so if you didn't see, I am now about 20 points ahead of DeathHawk.
Everybody saw.
I do not have I did not get my score for my 10 points. Did you get yours?
Nope.
No. We both needed 3 over here. Neither of us got that. That was so hard. And then you get endgame. Okay, once the game is triggered, an empty bar, blah, 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 more points. Here's gold.
Yeah, DJ Lojo. Actually, you just saw a bunch of Casey making up bullshit and getting more points than me.
Well, I'm trying to see how much you get for these tiles. Does it say on the back? Oh, you get 3 points.
You get 3 points. Oh.
So add up 3 points, and that's the end of the game.
Oof, that was a 10-point difference.
124 to 113, y'all.
Dang.
Can we get some good games in chat? DJ. Actually, I didn't see. Can you start over, please?
No, we already addressed that.
Oh, I don't know what happened, Mayor of Canada, but my Moobot was like, no thanks. We appreciate you, though. I think you were trying to say good game.
Oh,
Caffeinated Canuck, thank you so much. Y'all, that's TABANNUSI. Like,
he said, eat my butthole instead.
Vadio, LL, RIP. Guys, that was a good game. That was close. Endgame did it for me.
Woof.
And getting up to level 4 to that on the mastery track was huge.
Yeah.
I think that's what really, really benefited me.
Yeah.
Bladio, that's a cool looking game. It really is. I like TABANNUSI a lot. It's also a game I don't think I'll forget. Sometimes my heavier games, I need to reteach every time. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this one's pretty, once you get the first basic teach out of the way, it's like, it's just the movements are easy.
Yeah.
You're not trying to.
It's like you might not be good at what you're doing.
Yeah.
But you're going to be able to know what you need to do.
Yeah.
You know, it's not one of those where the actions are almost seamless, so it's almost anxiety producing. That's how I feel with some heavy games. You're so open world, sandboxy, and like, what do I do first? And this one, you're very much restricted to what building district you're in.
Right.
And then your first thing is,
but
where
it's
do you
also
want to go
making that
next?
calculation, knowing that you're going to be scoring the points for the buildings, but you're also going to be helping your person go up on the mastery track. So
and I think you helped me a lot with going up the mastery track.
I had to, because it was like you weren't going to help me go up the mastery track.
You didn't lay out any project house. You were building all your project house solo. He literally said, I'm building all my stuff solo. I don't know if that's going to hurt me on the mastery track. Remember you said that? You did. We got to clip it. I'll clip it and I'll find it. But guys, this one's really, really good. I highly recommend checking out TABANNUSI. I dropped the link a few times for Board and Dice's website. I know that's in Europe. They have it in stores though. I think it's at most local game stores right now. It's at our local game
Selling
stores.
out fast.
It's already gone on Miniature Market. I was gonna link Miniature Market and it's sold out there.
That's the power of streaming.
I recommend. I also think this is one of the least fiddly tea games I've ever played.
Not very fiddly at all.
No, like Tekenhu I love, but I cannot tell you how often we forget to rotate our obelisk. Right?
That's
you know?
game breaking.
It is. And we're like, where are these dice supposed to go? If anybody knows Tekenhu.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Anyways.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and find somebody to raid. But we want to thank everyone again. And we want to thank Board and Dice for sending us TABANNUSI, sponsoring our stream. Yeah. There's also going to be some TikTok content, so stay tuned if you want to see a close-up look to the components and an overview. That'll be going up this week, as well as an in-depth game overview.
Yep.
So yeah, we appreciate everyone. And let's go ahead and find someone to raid. Ooh, Wigsby, check 12. Ooh, Dutch Yoda's also on. Oh, thanks for the follow, Mayor of Canada.
Thanks so much, Mayor of Canada.
We appreciate you hanging out and keeping us company.
Yeah. Let's
read Dutch Yoda. What are they playing?
No, Bladio, that's fine.
Oh, they're playing
That's
Lockup.
great. Thank you so much for dropping in. That was great.
Oh my God, don't even worry. We appreciate you. And I think some people did make their way over because our viewers went up. So we appreciate you. We love you.
Yeah.
And guys, please show some love to Dutch Yoda. If you have access to the Brain in a Jar emojis, please fire them off. We really love seeing them. And yeah, we'll see y'all next time.
Peace out, guys.